How much you bench now, John? You bench 150, 250?
550.
Two plates and a quarter each side, baby.
That's gym talk right there.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on a second. Depends who's watching.
What is a plate?
45.
No, it's a plate of spaghetti on each barbell. That's what he's talking about.
You think I'm kidding? I am. 2 plates and a 25 easy all day. Welcome to Casual Nerd Problems, where only the crazy people hang out.
Are those Canadian plates or U.S. plates?
They're Russian.
Jesus.
The Canadian plates.
They don't count.
They're 40% lighter.
All right, guys, let's go.
5 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for Tuesday night show.
I wanted to play your favorite clip, but it got too late.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Oh man, happy Statue Tuesday and happy week, man. It's been a hell of a week this week for me. But yeah, welcome to episode 104. It's boring now. It's like we're past 100. It's like
exactly. We're gonna wait till 200.
yeah, who cares about 104? Nah, but here we are. But yeah, man. Mr. Kennedy, man, how's your day? How's your weekend? How you been, man?
Day's going so far, so good. Only worked 1 hour today. I got paid for a whole day. Love it.
Wow. You're on camera, by the way. We're live right now.
Must be nice.
Play the gotcha ass.
Yeah, got your ass. Yeah.
My boss
Play that-
knows. I don't give a shit.
Play that clip with the guy taking the photos.
Yeah. Got your ass. That's awesome, man. Cool. How about you, Pudgy? You working an 8-hour day today, or?
I did. The one thing I did, though, that Mr. Kennedy maybe didn't do is I took a 20-minute dump on company.
Jesus.
So it was nice and leisurely and got paid for it.
Pudgy's still working. He's working that camera lens,
yeah.
every angle, baby.
The other clip is that's why you're the GOAT. That's why you're the best. No, I'm just kidding. Awesome, Pudgy. It's just some bum. How about you, man?
Oh man, just getting off a 12-hour shift.
Oh shit!
Let me get Mr. Kennedy out of here for
You're
you.
taking 2 dumps. That's good for 2 dumps. 12 hours.
Just surviving.
Yeah, man. And Just Some Bum has an unboxing for us today. It's yeah. You want to announce it really quick before?
Yeah. So I got a really, really great deal on a custom Mystique. I can't say the custom group name, but you guys might have already seen it through Mr. X's review channel. He reviewed her. Basically, she has like the different portrait switch-outs where he's showing her powers. Her face is changing at the same time. It has like the 2 different portraits. So yeah, I got that in. I saw it for a while, and like you guys always say, you just gotta wait. Someone eventually will sell it, and that's kind of what I did. Waited, and someone sold it for a great price. And like, let me pick this up before it's too late, before someone else buys it. Yeah.
FOMO kicked in. Awesome.
Yeah, hardcore. Like, oh, I missed it the first time. I can't miss it the second time.
Awesome, man. And Mr. Buck Nasty, how's it going, man?
Oh,
That's good.
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go.
Don't do it, Buck.
Come on.
Here we go.
Come on, Buck.
Don't do
You
it.
Here
wanna-
we go.
you know you wanna-
This is in the right moment. I have to do it at the right.
Come on, do it. Do it.
No,
Frank
like
Zane
Goku,
style.
he's summoning
Oh,
power.
he's doing it slowly.
Hercules.
I want the
Conan. Do the Conan.
Nobody knew that reference, so that's fine.
The Archer. Yeah, but like it's been good. Good day. I had to run a couple errands, and yeah, good day.
Awesome, man. And tonight we have a segment for Mr. Buck Nasty. So we're going to see what everyone's thoughts on is going to be on this one. I'm interested to see what everyone thinks. I like it, man. I like it a lot.
John looks apprehensive.
Yeah, he's grabbing onto my car.
If I hear the word anime, that's it. I'm out of here.
He's been doing that for years. Don't worry. It's a new one. It's something new.
Okay, good.
Maniacs.
How about you, Matt? How's it going, man? Welcome back.
I know, right? It's been a minute. It's all
How you
good,
been,
man. Doing good.
You got the gray hairs now. Look at this guy. Oh, you need to come back.
I know, right?
Where's the vodka?
It's not vodka. I guess today it's rum. Yes.
Rum.
But how you been, man? You been on
Um,
vacations? You been like with your kids and all that stuff?
Yeah, family stuff. I wouldn't necessarily say vacation. I was gone for about a month out of the country, but it wasn't necessarily vacation. Back now, but so I'm flying solo though, man. Right now, the wife and kids, they're on vacation. They went out. They're out of the country now, so it's just me kicking it.
So it's a vacation.
Party at Matt's house.
Yeah.
Hey, it's always a party at my house.
Boost.
Yeah. But no, it's all good, man. I'm like I said, I was on club the other day, and I was saying just trying to keep back in, see where it leads. So
Getting oiled up.
Awesome. Well, great to have you back, man. And the everyday collector, how you been?
Doing good, man. Went to a Toys R Us today, and nothing wakes you up more than visiting a Toys R Us. And we did our nostalgia show on Monday,
That was
and
great.
just seeing the price of toys right now is ridiculous, man. Oh, shit. Ridiculous the price of toys right now, but some cool stuff.
Like, give us an example. Like, I haven't been to. They don't have Toys R Us here anymore. They closed the one here down a long time ago.
Like a NECA figure, those like
Yeah.
like a little bit of the higher end ones that come with the movie. I don't know how they call them. Because I was never really into figures like that, but they look really cool. Likeness is really well done, whatever. But anyways, a NECA figure in the nice packaging and everything that opens up like a book, $59 here.
What? Well, I don't know.
$60.
No, it was like $30 the one I bought.
Yeah, $30 like in Target, because Target carries
But,
it here.
but Canadian pesos are worth less than.
I'll tell you what's worth less,
Pesos?
Buck.
We're not worth less, but worth less than US dollars.
I know. But $59,
Worth
I
less,
was like,
not worth
holy. I was like, what the heck? Anyways, but it's cool. They had some nice stuff. If I can go, I'd pick up the. They did a Jurassic Park line, a legacy line. Oh
that
my
looks cool.
god! I think I'm gonna get them. I think I'm gonna get them.
Well, before you get that, you have to think about this guy.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
Oh shit!
Yup.
What's up, Rashid? I always see you laughing in the background. It's so funny. It's worth it to me.
I gotta take a picture of that. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can hear you.
I couldn't use your mic, Steve, on the cord, the USB part, not the little connector. I gotta buy a new one, so I'll pick one up on tomorrow.
Oh, okay. It's a different cord. It's not one you think it's going to be. It's one for a mic. So I'll send you the info on it, but I'll let you know. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cool. Well, John, man, like Toys R Us, that nostalgia episode kicked in. John brought out like an Atari 3000, everything. He brought out the oldies, man. I got you.
I still have everything here. I haven't freaking been hopeless.
The
Legend
gold
is
Zelda, baby.
Pretty good condition.
There you go.
John, are they worth
John.
anything? Those
I don't
games?
know. I haven't looked at it. No, I don't know.
Nah,
You
they're
know-
not worth anything. I can store them for you, John.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are worth anything. I don't know. But you know what I
You're
think?
officially old. You're looking at things with nostalgia.
You've corrupted me. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm going to. I think I'm gonna get a tube TV and put it back here to hook up the games and stuff.
You're gonna turn around your seat and go.
You
That's
killed
gonna be
me.
pretty
I
cool.
think so.
Yeah.
We'll see if I can find one. They're tough to find now, but to hook up the old stuff.
How about an AB switch? Remember the TV game switch? Did you have that back in the day? You didn't have that?
I don't think so.
You remember that, Matt, right? The AB switch?
Of
You have to
course,
go in
yeah.
the back of the TV and
Of
go
course.
game and TV.
Oh no, I never had that. At the back of the TV, no.
Yeah.
The oldest I caught was
Us
NES.
80s kids.
We had to hook up the NES with the antenna
With-
port. It had that block. Yeah.
Right, okay.
You
I
can
remember
get
them all.
the.
Don't they have like converters that could, you know?
Yeah.
RF modular.
Try
There you
Kijiji
go.
for
Wow.
For
CRT.
tube TV.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
Trinitron, baby. Sony
Yeah.
Trinitron. That's
Sony's-
the baller, too.
Sony was the best back in the day for those. Yeah.
Trinitron.
Yeah.
Darth Rashid, man, how about you? How's your day? How's your weekend? How you been?
Out of Facebook jail finally.
Be careful. The probation officers float around too for Facebook.
Well,
They'll step your ass right back up.
I'm
Been watching.
Matt is trying to put me back in Facebook jail if he don't stop commenting on my page. What I say is what it's.
Man, you keep
What I say on my page is
you
what
keep
it
posting
is.
up that craziness, man. You keep posting craziness, man. I don't know
I
what
go
to
at,
tell
I go at, I go
You
at
walking
any-
yourself
I
back
go
in jail.
at anybody and everybody on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm going at mad. I'm going at gangster rappers. I'm going at gangster, fake gangsters.
That's why
I'm
you-
going at fake protesters for Trump. And I'm going at everybody. I don't care.
I got a clip for you, Rashid.
That's why you get.
Say it again. Say something else. Oh! Say something else. Say something.
I leave something on my page, and he comes and runs his mouth on my page.
It's okay. Just throw a snowball at him.
Yeah.
TV used to have a coax connection. The A and B let
There you
you
go,
go
the AB.
between. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
There's like
Yeah.
the yellow, red cords, right?
Pinky. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Yeah.
The red, white, and yellow.
Yeah. That's what
Well-
PS2 used to use too as well.
Well, you guys, I had a giveaway today, and this was sent by a guy named. He's part of the crew too. Late Night Trip. You guys seen him around, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Late Night sent this to me. Said to do a giveaway for this thing.
Oh, I want that.
Oh, what?
Oh, really?
Hold on. You gonna?
That's the reprint. It's the reprint. That's the Russell
The
Gould reprint.
facsimile?
No, that's not a reprint. That's the original. That's not original.
All right, never mind.
No, it's not the one from. It's not the one from the 60s.
Seems like I ain't giving it away.
I don't know. How do you?
What
how
does
can you
it
tell?
say up
It's a
top?
facsimile
See?
edition.
No,
Facsimile.
it's $3.99. It's a modern book, but that's
It
that's
says
an
Neil.
old
Oh,
cover.
reprints. Yeah,
you
Batman
go.
number 232.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the original. It's actually the original. It's the original. It's the
We still
original.
love you, Late Night. That's an awesome. That's
That's
an
a
awesome
beautiful
giveaway.
cover.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's an
Alright,
original
yeah.
facsimile.
Yeah.
Mad respect with the Batman. See, some people have respect.
Wow.
Actually,
So the only
John, you should have that issue right there.
I should.
Beautiful.
I will try.
So the only thing you guys gotta do is, let's see, where is it? This guy's almost at 1,000 subscribers. So to enter the giveaway, you just gotta like and comment
Wow.
hashtag cash1000. And if you miss a zero, you're not entered.
I'm not
That's
gonna
all you gotta
support
do.
this,
Oh
man.
man,
Wow.
I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
Wait.
He only needs like
Someone him?
7 more
I
to
will
get to
not
1,000.
Damn.
I will not help this man. I will not.
damn. This
That's like
I'll
1%.
mess with y'all, man.
is the kind of presidential candidate you guys want.
Oh man, hey.
I got your back, Cash.
Damn.
Yeah, there you go, Master Safari. Master Safari, man, you missed out on the last show, man. You gotta stay till the end.
Or don't.
Or don't, yeah. No, I just added you to the list. Cool. But yeah, that's the giveaway for today. And I think it's a pretty cool book. I mean, it's 9.8 too, so what
It's
else could you ask
anything
for?
Batman. It's
Yeah, so it's good condition and everything. But yeah, the pawns, the cat. Everyone can enter. If you guys want to enter. I don't mind.
There's like 3 or 4 people. No rush, people. No rush.
No, it's okay. Like the less, the better, right? No. But okay. So today's topic was going to be something Rashid brought up. He sent me a video on this guy.
and
Oh, you want
John.
to?
I said it to you and John.
Oh, you sent it to me and John. Well, never mind then. No.
wow. If you send it to him too,
No, I said to
that-
you.
you hate to hear it.
Oh,
Well,
man.
Rashid, do you want to go over that video? Like what happened in that video?
Are you gonna play it or we just gonna talk about it?
We're just gonna talk about it. Like that video is like 20 minutes
yeah,
long.
basically the merchandise from Disney is nobody's buying it no more. You know, it's just sitting in stores. Stuff that like from Black Panther 2 and Eternals and some Star Wars stuff is just sitting around. It's not really making money and stuff like that. And then there was what else he said? It was just a couple of stuff. Even the Hulk action figures. It was just saying it's basically they're losing out on millions of dollars, and basically it seemed like he was calling it a toy dump, the biggest Disney toy dump. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like nobody wants these action figures and stuff like
No.
that. So they had
Well,
like
that
Ironheart, um, Namor.
Ironheart.
They
Yeah.
had Namor. It's just this after and Indiana Jones action figures that were just sitting around. Nobody was like, they're not moving. These toys are not moving like how they used to be and stuff.
nah, these shelves were packed. All the shelves were packed at
Yeah.
Toys R Us. I forgot whether it's KB's Toys or whatever they call
Oh,
it.
Nah,
was
it was
packed.
one of those outlet stores that they was just packed with toys and stuff like that. So
Toys R Us, when I went today, everything was on clearance. Everything.
Yeah, that too. All the stuff Rashid was talking about, all of it was
even the
packed. and
Star
it was on-
Wars
it was on
figures.
clearance.
Everything was clearance.
I wanted to say, I wanted to leave a comment like that. He got a lot of he had a lot of hate.
Yeah,
He
but-
he
yeah.
was angry as hell, man. Like he took the what's the woman that committed suicide and she light speed through the Death Star in last.
Admiral
Oh, that-
Holdo.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
He
Yeah.
took it and he was like, look at this, and he threw it on the ground. He kicked it. The guy was fucked out. So
I think their YouTube channel is like bullshitters.
basically he was saying like Disney is just doing a poor job with everything. Like the movies are not good, and if the movie's not good, the merchandise is not going to be good and stuff like that. So basically, I think Steve was coming up with basically like some of these, is the movie's so bad in Marvel that the statues, everything in the statue merchandise is going down, going down. So
Yeah,
This
that's
just in: Disney stock price from $197 2 years ago is down to $87.
what? I did
Bye,
not
bye,
know
bye.
that.
They've lost more than half their value they're worth in the last 2 years.
and then the parks, I heard. I haven't been there in a long time, but something's going on with the parks. I heard,
Yep.
and I'm not going to touch on it because I heard what it was, but certain people they don't, it's just certain things at the park they're not feeling at the park. So some people not going to the parks anymore.
They're heavy expensive now. They used to have a big deal for residents,
Mhm.
because
Right,
once you live
right.
down here,
Right.
going to Disney is not a big deal. So they gave you a break on
discount.
the season
Yeah.
pass.
Mhm.
Well, that shit's gone. They've eliminated that. They jacked up the price. Now they try to get people by making them pay more to have a pass that gives them access for an hour and get ahead in lines and stuff like that.
Right.
So they're trying to monetize any little thing. So you pay a lot of money to come here and get in and park, and you still got to pay more.
Didn't they close the
Spend 3
hotel?
hours on the line.
Didn't they close the hotel though? Didn't they close the hotel?
They're going to.
Not that I know of. They got a couple. Well,
No,
they made that Star Wars hotel.
That Star Wars one they're closing.
They didn't close it.
Yeah.
Didn't they? Oh, that's
I
right.
I think it's already closed. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
already closed.
Aren't they
Yeah,
supposed
so-
to be doing like that Star Wars cruise that everybody really just
Snow White.
shitted on?
Yeah, because it was
Yeah,
a
that was the
a
hotel.
ripoff.
Yeah.
And now they're supposed to do something new where it's adults only.
Look at
the
Nevin.
theme
He walked on
park.
every ride. That's how open it is now.
That's how I've never got
Look
to
at
go.
that.
I spent like 4 days there. I never got to even go to all the rides back then. That's crazy
Yeah.
right there.
Right.
That's
They've
scary.
monetized it to the point where a lot of people stay away just because they're nickel and diming way too much.
Yeah,
And how
I
is
think
that
No.
Disney? Disney's going through all of this. This is crazy. Not Disney, not the park. The parks will be making. I understand they got its slow season, but come on, Disney is usually never slow. It's
I'll-
not
question-
like that.
A question I'll ask, also related to stock price. How much of that is also, like to play devil's advocate, how much of that is also related to the general decline and
the-
everything?
The
And,
they stand out as a major loser compared to
Oh.
a lot of
I'll
other.
also, that's true. Let's because what you said is their stock price is down from 197 or
Yeah.
to like 80.
That was their high 2 years ago.
2 years ago was when
Mhm.
like everyone was spending funny money during the pandemic. So like everything that was like online like stocks was just going up in price.
Yeah, man, we're talking about Marvel here.
But during the pandemic, people weren't going to these parks,
They weren't going to the parks,
and
but
yet
we're talking about stock prices.
and yet their value was still high.
Yeah, but the stock
So now
price
it's
would be a direct reflection of the income coming from the parks.
Yes,
they
with a
had,
lag, with like a 3 month
Disney
lag.
Plus too as well.
That was a major.
That would have
Yeah.
inflated the price because everyone that was doing online stuff, their price like for the stocks went up like crazy. Facebook stock went up. Anything that was an online kind of business, during the pandemic, like it went to crazy prices
Everything
on
went
the
up.
stock market.
But a lot of things stayed up, and they didn't. That's the big difference. I mean, Tesla, Apple, IBM, Microsoft, all these big movers.
I guess I'll say that Apple is forever. That's, but like I don't know, Apple they just stay consistent. Like in terms of that's one of the most consistent. Like, but when you look at most other companies, their stock price tanked. Like Facebook isn't selling any physical product. Nothing changes in like what they're giving you, right? And yet like their stock price crashed as well.
What they sell is advertising.
Yeah, but you're comparing
advertising.
Is it Disney or Marvel? You're saying, the Pudgy.
Well, the stock is Disney, but it's Disney owns Marvel.
Disney
owns Marvel.
Has been, I don't know, to compare Disney to Facebook is
it's two different markets.
What's under Disney's belt, with the parks, with the media, with the toys, with everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's if you look at the stock, it's just pure red.
Yeah.
No, it's one thing if it's up and down.
Yeah, but like also at the same time, there's one. I'm not saying there's one explanation for all the issues. It's like multivariate. Like so, on one hand, like a big cause for the inflation in their stock value is Disney Plus during the pandemic because everyone's staying home. They're going to be watching a lot more, so their price goes up, and then like the other aspects of their business are suffering that requires like people to have money to spend, right? Everyone's spending less now than they were 2 years ago.
This is funny. As of 2 hours ago, Disney is being sued by this entertainment company that is a financier of the studio, and they say that Disney has withheld profits up to how many millions? Hundreds of millions of dollars from the Avatar sequel. They withheld. So there's some shit going on, without even getting into the minutia of it.
I mean, I feel like that's just like pennies to them because like every company has so many like dirt, you know what I mean? From even Apple having so many lawsuits.
Yes.
I'm not surprised to hear like, oh, Apple, like Disney's getting sued. Like, I'm sure they get sued a lot.
It's all part of the operating business,
Yeah.
Well, saying all that and bringing all that to everyone, like that's trickling down to collecting, right? Like what Rashid was like getting to with like the shelves being full of like merchandise and toys being affected. Like, how do you guys feel like the decline? We're talking about Disney there, but the DC Warner Brothers deal is like going off and on and everything. So, how do you guys think the decline is affecting collecting?
What type of collecting? Are we talking about like just like affordable stuff or like the expensive stuff or what we collect?
Anything you want to bring up. Like it could be like where like the NECA figures that John was bringing up to the statues to like third scale, 1-to-1 scale. Like you guys think that's affecting it?
I feel like the expensive stuff that we collect doesn't really phase us collectors because us collectors are collecting things that we watched before in the past, and that to us is I feel like it's not going to really change our mindset. Like, oh, there's this amazing Wolverine or this other like Batman character that I love or blah 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 blah, but I already knew of it. It's not because of Disney, showing something new. We're collecting because it's nostalgic for us. It's something that we cherish, something we love. But if we're talking about like maybe, affordable stuff like NECA stuff, people who are just maybe are heavily influenced because of Disney product now, maybe the younger kids are able to get a hold of that, then yeah, I would say sure that will have an effect with that. But I don't think it will have too much of an effect when it comes to like high-end collecting because I don't think it's really catered to that.
What do you think, Anthony Kennedy?
Statues and busts and whatnot are going to stay neutral. Like I don't see the movies of the show really having that much of effect versus the action figures, the Funkos, all that. Whereas we're getting so much from both DC and Marvel that has become overkill. Whereas back in the days, it used to be spread out over a course of a number of years. So every 3 or 4 years, we would get something new. That hype would come back. Whereas today, it's like every 6 to 9 months we get something. It just becomes eh. And now we got companies that are just quick to throw everything into the sale bin. That it's like, why bother paying retail?
Yeah. I
To
think
to to me, the one way they do business affects collecting is they haven't been coming out with hits. Okay, we are like the main. Well, some people say we're not the main target audience anymore, but as proud geeks and nerds and so on, we crave this material, and yet even us, they come out with stuff and we're disappointed, and we have a lot of conversations about our disappointments. And ever since basically, I'd say after Endgame, everything, every movie, every show has been either disappointing. Some people, you'll still enjoy it. You'll have good things in Mando and so on. But overall, the product that they put out has been in steady decline as far as people's acceptance of it. And if it's not accepted and it doesn't stir people's imaginations, then nobody's clamoring to buy a figure, a toy, a statue, because it's not capturing your imagination. Okay, after Avengers, people love Chris Hemsworth and Chris Evans. They want statues of him. Nobody's lining up to get Namor statues.
yeah.
Or whoever. You know what I mean? If it's not capturing people's imaginations, then the collectibles aren't going to follow. And then you'll see more Batman because they got to pay the bills.
Hey,
So
nothing
more
wrong with
Batman,
that.
more Wolverines.
Oh man.
I don't know. I feel like one big company that got hit by all this, or it's like getting affected by all of this, is Queen Studios. Because Queen Studios, all they were doing for a while was just movie pieces, right? They did half scale Iron Man, half like all movie based, right? So
Yes,
now
yes.
that people aren't interested in those movies, or they're not, yeah, it's not coming to fruition like they thought it. It's basically over after what's that movie called? Endgame. After
Endgame
that,
was the last. Yeah.
yeah. After that, everyone was like, Queen Studios, like, if you could produce something better and something more recent, do it. Queen Studios answered, and now everything that's recent and now is trash. Like people are saying in the comments, but it's not Queen Studios' fault. I mean, it's just trickling down to the statues. And
But you've seen
everything.
they've pivoted. They're
They're-
making the licenses they're using. They're like focusing on like maybe Transformers now, Lord of the Rings, and they've been releasing a lot more anime stuff. Like I know like maybe people haven't seen much of that, but they have the Saint Seiya line, they have Jujutsu Kaisen, and they announced a lot more.
Awesome.
Yeah, that are coming down with Queen Studios, right? Because that stuff is hot right now, and the fan bases for that are always ready to buy.
Yeah, but they had the fan base with the Marvel stuff too. They just pivoted and moved away from the scales that people wanted. I don't know if it was because of cost or whatnot, but there was a lot of people that were really into. There were people dropping money on those Hulkbusters, the quarter scale Hulkbusters that were an arm and a leg. I still see them selling out.
Yeah, but can you make a business out of selling like? Can they make a business out of selling those kind of big statues?
But you don't
Like-
have to make them big. They were selling. I use that as an example because if you can sell those big statues, then you shouldn't have a problem selling the smaller stuff. They were selling the Iron Man. They had that ninth scale. I think it was ninth scale Batman setup. They were going to do tons of stuff that would have sold.
Yeah.
Even their half scale line to
Yeah.
compete with Infinity Studio was doing well.
How like it was doing well before things took a like downturn, right? And then like because if like it's not like they're allergic to them making money, they woo, they give it the clean
What's going on,
cut.
Piggy?
Yeah.
What's up, gents? How you guys
Yeah.
doing?
Good.
Yeah, you doing?
Yeah.
Good.
But like it's like they I feel like if it was making good money for them, they were making good margins on those, they'd keep on putting stuff out, right? Especially if they could release they had that whole Iron Man line, and it's not like Queen. There was a time when everyone was saying, wow, Queen Studios has great prices.
great prices, great product, great. There was the some
So
people
why did
mentioned
they
company of the
stop?
year. That's the $1 million question.
So why did exactly? I think it has to be that they weren't getting. I mean, they weren't getting as much business as people would might like to think. Then why would they just stop randomly?
Well, apparently they don't have. They stopped using the Marvel license for about a year. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, they're stopping the
Mm-hmm.
Marvel license for a bit of time.
They're going to stop using it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they
Wow.
stopped already. If you see,
Wow.
they
Did they
haven't put
say
anything.
why?
They haven't put any Marvel up. No, I have no idea why.
This is who, for Queen Studios, you're saying?
Queen Studios, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
'cause
think it's a
they've
mistake.
been quiet.
I
They've
think it's
been
a
quiet.
mistake what these companies are doing, because then they're just gonna get to square one again with the anime, video game, and so forth. Prime doing it, Queen doing it. You're gonna flood that market the same way.
Flood? Not
Yeah,
possible.
they're gonna start doing
If
those. And these license companies, do you think these license companies are doing anime pieces as good as the? Well, not necessarily custom, but from what I hear, especially with Prime One's pricing, there's companies
yeah,
that are much more competitive pricing
yeah.
wise and putting fantastic product
I'll
out.
tell you this, man. Some people just can't help themselves. Um, there's a new Dragon Ball
People
Z statue every day.
want a piece of that
Sometimes two,
pie.
sometimes three,
Uh,
right? And they don't have any problem selling those. I don't know why. They can look awful, but they'll still sell out,
these people are
right?
They
crazy.
can look awful, but they still sell.
It's like because people are mad for the franchise, and it's not just that anime, multiple anime. Like they release so many new anime statues. If it's not already saturated with the custom market, like then like I don't think the small amount of licensed companies are going to. They're going to just be a drop in the bucket compared to what's already releasing daily in that market. I don't think there's
Yeah,
going
but
to
you
be an
think they're going to be
issue.
able to compete with the custom market at that price point?
Yes, there's good customs, but like in the end, like they're not licensed. People want to know that their stuff is licensed in the anime community. Some people, a lot of people do care about that. And then there's also the fact that the quality varies in the unlicensed market, and it's usually the more money you spend, the better quality it will be most of the time.
I feel like with the anime community, there's for sure a lot of favoritism with specific license companies. So I wouldn't say like oh customers will kick them out because there's a lot of anime people who really do follow a lot of specific companies because they love their work. You know, even when you go down to PVC steel stuff from Good Smile to Ami and all of the stuff, you know, people do have a lot of favoritism to those
Yeah.
licensed companies more so than like when you see like American stuff.
Yeah, but you guys gotta remember too, anime license is not as expensive as say Marvel or DC.
Yeah.
You're
That's
pretty
true
much
too.
paying for the name.
That's
So
true.
anime companies get a cheap on license, therefore that extra money that they would put on for the Marvel, they could put into the product, which is why you get a better statue and a better figure.
I don't know how true that is. I think it depends on which anime. Um, because there's some companies that make stuff where like the fans keep begging for specific licenses, and the companies aren't making those. And I think it's because it's hard to get them. Because
You
not
sure
just
it's not
price.
because one license isn't blocking the other one, like exclusivity?
Nah, they don't really do that because no company at all has it, right? They
Hmm.
don't really do exclusive licenses for like these. I think the license is shared even by like the PVC is considered the same kind of license. Maybe the way they do it. I don't think there's something specific to scale with how the anime licenses do it. It's speculation, not for sure. But yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily going to be cheaper. Sometimes because the creator might be is actually the creator of the manga or the anime that holds the license rights, and it's not maybe the company that can give it to like people. You have to get the creator on board to make something, and some of these people they're very proud of their work, and they're not just gonna take money or just any amount in order for you to go make a statue. You might have to go to them and really prove to them that you're going to do a good job with their work. So that's why, like, sometimes you only really get like fulfilled by the unlicensed market. But I don't think it's easy to get the anime licenses, because Figurama has spoken on that to some extent in the past.
I don't know what's gonna happen. If it's all anime statues, better for me. More money in my pocket.
I don't think
Well, I mean,
we'll
if
ever
you ever go to
all
comic
that
convention, if
You're
you go
gonna
to
get that
comic
itch,
convention,
John, and like, fuck it, I'm gonna go buy one thing.
No, thanks.
I mean, you see it now when you go to comic conventions. I know I see it during New York Comic Con. You see a lot more anime, and comic books are getting, slowly pushed to the back of the aisles.
It's true. I've been to a bunch this year, and like, yeah, anime is slowly like taking a good footprint.
Yeah, but then it ends up being a full. It ends up being a what do you call it? An infinity thing. It was the same thing with the market right now. It's now everybody's going to push anime. Oh my god, anime. Everyone's going to get bored again. Boom. Something good's going to come out comic wise. It's going to be back. That's all it is. It's companies now taking advantage of what's hot to make money.
I don't know. I'll play devil's advocate with that and say, yeah, I agree with you that things are cyclical, but some things go away and don't come back. Like, how often do you see a good Western? Western movies used to be on for decades, and people ain't about it anymore. Every now and then you see a modern take on a Western, but they're not like they used to be. And I think superhero movies and the whole genre could go the way of the Western pretty easy. People get fatigued with it already, especially when it's not consistently good. You got a couple of years of stinkers, and people get interested in other shit.
I think
Yeah, it's like vampires and zombies. Same thing.
I don't know. That's a cultural generational thing there, though, Pudgy.
Oh yeah, I'm talking long term, because he's kind of saying everything is cyclical.
Hey, Pudgy.
It can be, but
As far as I think what John's
Cowboys and Aliens. Ever see Cowboys?
Yeah.
And Aliens?
Yeah,
that was a good movie,
I
though.
did.
That was a good movie.
I did.
Just to me, I'm sorry. To me, that's the best Western ever made.
That's cool, but it was,
let me get him out of
it's a
here.
taste.
No disrespect.
The best.
No disrespect to Clint Eastwood. I'm thinking, you know what?
Unforgiven.
I was gonna say Unforgiven. You guys, have you seen Unforgiven?
No, I haven't seen it. But separate, I'm gonna say separate from Clint Eastwood.
He hasn't seen it.
Did you hear what I said?
Come on, man.
Sorry, Back to the Future 3.
Did you hear what I said, Matt? Before you run your mouth, I said separate from Clint Eastwood. Respect to Clint Eastwood. Cowboys and Aliens is the best Western movie ever made. It was just my opinion.
How about Bad Boys?
So, but you haven't seen nothing though, Rasheed. You just said that. I haven't seen it. That's the best one I've seen. You only seen one.
They all the same.
Sit down.
Fistful of dollars is all the same, man.
I think we're gonna welcome Matt onto the Cast of Gemini campaign.
If you could get his cholesterol level down first with his
Oh shit!
I don't know. Look, yeah, I don't know, but somebody needs look.
I'm gonna clip that because
Piggy's
Piggy's reaction was amazing.
Oh, the Hateful Eight was great too.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, yeah.
I got the Hateful 2 here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, back to reality, guys. Marvel DC's not going anywhere. Get your little anime fix, and then we'll get back to normal. Thanks.
Oh no, John, let's go.
Oh,
look at the
get over
Prime
it.
One
Come on.
slate. The Prime 1 slate.
Doesn't
Not
matter.
looking too DC
That's
heavy.
for now. You can just enjoy your year and a half until everybody wakes up and we get back to normal.
It's a long year.
But
It's a long year.
so Steve, everybody said some great points. Really, JustSumBum. First of all, I gotta say, man, I love the Omega Red, man. Got
thank
top
you. Yeah,
tier,
it's
baby.
good, man. Yeah.
One of a kind. But everybody makes some good points. The true collectors, like the statue collectors that we are. I mean, we're gonna get what we're gonna get, and we've been collecting for a long time. So that's gonna stay. Whatever you collect, you're gonna stay solid in doing that because you're a collector. Mr. Kenny said it right. The quality of stuff. I mean, every stuff is going out. You know what I mean? It's just they're producing a lot of things, and Disney's producing not just statues or figures. It's everything. You get super saturated with T-shirts, hats, Captain America this, Captain America that. I mean, it just becomes too much and overwhelming. And the state of the economy is just people aren't spending money on frivolous stuff anymore. It's just right the way it is right now. And like what Pudgy said, the quality of the shows and things that came out afterwards, They haven't been good. So it's just one of those things to where people are just going to take a step back and they're going to use spend wisely. So I think those are the key things that's affecting everything. But I think as collectors, we're going to still collect. Whether it's an older piece that we wanted to get that we've been eyeing for a while, or a new piece that's come out, I think the collection aspect of it's gonna keep going. It's just I think the frivolous stuff is what's hurting Disney, because they're putting out a lot of stuff that people just it's just junk. It's toys. It's the cheap made stuff, and that's costing them a lot of money. It's not selling. Nobody's buying it, and that's what's hurting.
But saying that, do you think with like the decline of like the MCU, DCEU companies, statue companies are going to take the risk in making those statues for those characters anymore? Like all the new movies that just got announced, like or that are out right now after the
Yeah, but we're not looking at movie pieces. What are we looking at? Are we looking at movie pieces? I don't remember the last time I spoke about a movie piece. For me, it's our discussion. Our discussions revolve around
the Clint Eastwood, the Dirty Harrys, and the
but that's an exception, right? Because they're kind of going way back. They're going back to a mark. They're going back to this. They're coming up with this legacy line that we haven't seen. It's a brand new line. It's new. We don't really get the renditions of iconic actors in that way on the market. So that was smart on their part. They're trying to fill a niche area of something we're not getting. My whole thing is this Marvel and DC thing. We're not talking about the movies. The movies died. Marvel and DC right now, 1 second. Marvel and DC right now are dead. They're dead. It's done. You need a restart. Marvel, we won't even talk about Marvel. Marvel's dead and through the shredder. They needed to fire everybody at the Marvel studio or whoever's in charge, Disney there, fire everybody and restart. Because the shit they're pumping out is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And now it's bleeding into the new shows. They're going back and ruining what they built there with that whole we were discussing it on a show. I'm not going to say spoilers, but if you watch a certain show, they're ruining it there. It'll get back, but we're not what we need to. I think what we need to discuss too is how about comic pieces? There's a saturation of comic pieces out there. I think this whole market and the way we're seeing this is because of oversaturation. 300 Batmans, 300 Thors, Captain America's coming through the thing,
300?
Poison Ivy's coming out through the thing. It's just the same characters over and over and over again. But they're selling at the same time. They are selling. Look at Ivy. It's what has to play into it is it. Someone said it here. I don't know who it was. Edition size.
Tits and ass. That's what sells.
I want to ask you this, right? Because it feels like we're decoupling too much the current like economic reality from what is happening. We're putting too much blame on the fact that the MCU sucks right now or whatever. Comics aren't great either. Like right now, they're not fantastic. They're not making as many good books now as they have.
But are you buying a Batman statue or a Captain America statue because of today's comics, or
how many new collectors do you think come in? How many new collectors do you think came in simply because of the MCU?
Oh, a ton.
Exactly.
A ton.
So it's not, and then they weren't buying MCU versions of characters. They were buying comic versions from.
Well,
that's the gateway drug, though. That's the gateway
exactly.
Drug
what do you mean?
Exactly.
Everything else.
I saw a lot of collectors coming into the market, and that's what. Are you kidding? I don't agree with that whatsoever. A lot of collectors coming into the market because of the MCU and eating up everything. That's why these companies were able to build the companies that they're at today off of actors and actresses' likenesses and so forth.
Yeah.
Let me also
according to my comic book retailer buddy, the movies really brought his best business back.
Of course.
Yeah.
Once Avengers and everything hit and Iron Man, people who never came into the store before came in. Everything went up.
You saw Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Tapered off in like the last 5 years. He said.
In the last 5 years.
But Pudgy, even as people enter the hobby because of the movies, I think that's the gateway. As you said, you come in because of the movies, but then you get enthralled into the comics, because even a bunch of people that came in because of the movies, when they go to buy a statue, they don't get the representation oftentimes of who they were in the movies. Like they're not getting Ashley Olsen's or Elizabeth Olsen, whatever her name is.
Elizabeth,
They're
yeah.
not, yeah, they're not getting her version of the Scarlet Witch. They're getting that comics version, because just like it's bringing them into the statue collecting hobby, is bringing them into the actual comic book hobby as well. And I think people are coming in because of, and even if the comic books suck right now.
Now,
I was trying to make my point before John wouldn't let me,
Oh, my bad.
What point? What did I
Go
say?
ahead, Piggy. I was, the siren didn't let me finish, but go ahead.
You guys just talk some bullshit.
John, you earned that name from Jeopardy.
What do you call me? The tyrant?
Even if the movies are bringing them in.
What does he call me? Let poor Piggy speak. Piggy, finish, please. You guys are nuts.
Even if the movies are bringing them in, they're getting enthralled into the comics, just like they're getting enthralled into the statues, and they're wanting that comic representation, and not necessarily the comic representation of 2023, but they're looking for that golden age of whenever their particular character was popular, whether it was in the 60s, the 80s, the early 2000s. So I don't think that the decline of the MCU or the DCEU, which are definitely in a decline, is going to hurt the hobby. I don't even think the decline of the comic books are going to hurt the hobby. I think it's that nostalgia factor that as long as you can connect to that character, you're going to get it. Like, for example, like I can't wait for that Candyman to come out. And it has nothing to do with like necessarily the movie franchise, because parts 2 through even that rendition that I can't remember, like from Key and Peele, Jordan Peele did, it was horrible. But the first one was amazing. That's what I connected to. And I can't wait to buy that Candyman based on what I can connect to. So as long as there's something for the collector to connect to, they're gonna buy the figure. They're gonna buy the statue. Or
what I was going to say is with the comic book situation, like you say, the comic books won't affect it. I think it will a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With Candyman is more like it has its movie, right? It has its own movie based fans. With the comic books, like say X-Men, if you read why do we collect X-Men? Because of what the comic books did. But if you look at the comic books now, the X-Men is horrible. It makes it does. The X-Men comic books of today have no connection to the statues that we buy now. Has nothing to do with it. But the books that like John Byrne and Jim Lee has, those have the connection of the statue that we buy. So
that's my point. Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
but when you buy these comic books, that's like if the movies is and it's Pudgy's right. If the movies is trash, and then the comic books is horrible,
and why you can tie them together?
What do I know about Wolverine being a teacher? And that's what you're teaching me. Wolverine's a teacher of the school. When we know Wolverine as being a beast, while cutting.
Yeah, but that's
my point. That's exactly my point, though. That's exactly the point. Like the modern comics might suck, and the modern movies might suck. Unfortunately, they both do. But like the Rashid, the Casual, the Piggy, we're gonna be like, I can connect with the Storm from this era of like 1985 or 1992. So we're going to get the character based on that and not based on the modern comics or what we're seeing in the modern like MCU or Fox movies and stuff like that. So that's exactly what I was.
But how much of the modern there's so many people that don't read the comics. They never read shit. They know this characters through cultural diffusion.
The movies.
Like
even if it's the old school X-Men cartoon, if that's what you
like
connect to, you like I remember the Storm from the 1992 cartoon.
Yeah, but Piggy, you're talking to OG guys. You're not talking about the new flyby collectors.
Exactly.
You're not talking about those guys. You're talking the guys who watch these movies nowadays. They're not going back and looking at the old school comic books. They're not looking back at the old school cartoons. They're gonna see what they see on the TV, and that's it. Just like video killed the radio. I mean, you got the same thing.
But are they right? But are they the ones that were gonna buy Storm or you know what I'm saying? One of those characters to begin with.
When MCU hit
for low on the aftermarket later.
When MCU hit 10 years ago with Iron Man, when MCU hit 10 years ago with that first Iron Man movie, and they started pumping out those movies, and it was amazing. It brought so many collectors in to this hobby, right? Once those collectors were in the hobby, I love Iron Man, I love this. that's when they start doing the digging into the comics, learning more, right? The movies was the hook to get them into the hobby. The problem now, there's no hook to get new collectors in. The people in the hobby already that have the statues behind them and that have been collecting, they're in the hobby. We talk about it. We know the pieces. The companies make money, of course, with the people in the hobby that are currently in the hobby. But don't forget, you got to bring in new people in at the same time, and I think that's where companies are struggling.
I even think I think we're attributing too much to the movies, because I'm not saying the movies don't have a huge impact with like getting people, but when did Endgame release? Endgame
doesn't matter.
I'll expand it past the movies, because I tied this to the Disney decline, because they made a concerted effort across the board to take a certain approach with all their media, with the TV media, with the Disney Plus products, with the movies, and the comics. They all decided to go with a certain brand of messaging. That has resulted in a decline. It's resulted in less interest in their properties, and therefore less collectibles made from their properties. So they are now reaping what they sowed. That's my
they Disneyfied it and watered it down and commercialized it too much.
Steve, you're too quiet. What do you think?
No, that's I wanted to say this earlier, but like, I haven't read any of the new comic books in like probably 5 years, right? Because I've heard
the club.
Like literally, I heard a lot of people saying a lot of the new comic books are based from the movies now. So like they're trying to intertwine some of the comic books with the movies. And when I heard that, I was like, I don't want that to happen. Like I want it to be its comic book thing. But when I heard that, I was like, it's gonna kill the comic book story for me. And when I see the comic books coming to the movies, I knew that was gonna be a trail down. So I stopped reading them. But then for regarding statues, I think it's definitely affecting the movie collectors, the movie statue collectors, but I think it's going to start trickling down to the comic book statues, because if there's no money being made there, it's like their bread and butter, the movies compared to the comics. They're going to stop making the comic book pieces, and people are just going to get bored of the same thing over and over and over. So slowly, I think it's going to get hit by it.
But wait, what Steve just with the board of the same thing over and over, and I think that's a big part of what maybe contributing to the decline amongst like maybe a bunch of the statues that we buy, is that we're getting the same characters over and over and over. That's why I think a lot of people, that's why I think a lot of people are excited about LBS, because they're promising to say, hey, we're going to bring out these more maybe obscure characters that other licensed studios have not been producing for you guys. But I think that's more so than the decline of the MCU and the DCU, is that it's like, okay, don't curse me out, John, but it's like, how many more Batman do we need? How many more Wolverines do we need? Can we just please get some characters that we don't get
for sure
10 times a month?
And yet those Batman sell so well, right? Like those slim characters, they sell so well.
Yeah,
they do. I just watched this thing the other day, and it had a timeline for the past 20 years of popular characters. And Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman were the top three for 20 years.
Not in that order.
From a business model, well, no, exactly. No, they would switch up. It would. No, seriously, it would switch up over a year or two. They'd go back and forth, and they would drop. One would be more popular than the other for 2 years, and then they'd go back and forth. But those three were the top three for decades. And the comic, Steve, what you said, the comic characters, you've got the old school guys like Pudgy and me and maybe Rashid. We started with the Bowens, and then the bigger statues came, and then so. A lot of guys who were older had the money. They started getting into this stuff and getting involved with it. And they became like the undercurrent, which basically supported the statue collection. And a lot of the newer guys that are coming into it, like Buck said, like these guys come in because they see the movies and then they get involved. And he said they go back a little bit. But for the old school collectors, we're still going to collect the comic book stuff because of the nostalgia of what it was. And sorry, but yeah, Batman, Superman, Spidey, always just keep it consistent. So as a business, you're going to go with what you know is going to work.
I hear
also.
that. From a business side, I definitely hear that. I mean, like whatever sells, and you want it to like be your forefront, right? But from the collecting standpoint, like if I have, sorry, John, if I have 3 Batmans already behind me, like do I really want a 4th and the 5th to like take up that space?
Well, if you have 3, what's another one?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, that goes. If that's your favorite character, I mean,
It's another crap.
why not?
I mean,
But eventually, you want the villains, you want the rest of the team, you want, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you want to
that
tell a
kinda-
story. With
Yeah,
your
but then
collection.
how do you say what the market's doing with the? Look at Tweeterhead with the Joker. Everyone's clamoring for a Joker. Look at Sideshow with the Penguin. 1,500 penguins. Yeah, it's a heavy number, but still, it's the Penguin. Penguin that we haven't seen in ever, and it's still there. Who else did
Talon
they do?
is still there.
Talon. Talon I can attribute to shipping.
I don't have room because I have 17 Batman.
Right? So companies sit back and see, hey, well, these people are asking for these characters, but they're not buying them. They're not putting the money where their mouth is when the characters come out.
But then,
How
John,
often does a
but
statue
then-
just sell out immediately after going
Oh,
on for
Buck.
pre-order?
But not just that, like you don't get a penguin, and then like 2 or 3 companies release a penguin at the same time, or like 2
You
or 3
get a
companies
penguin,
release
and you get a penguin.
Yeah, so it's like you get this drought, and they're like, okay, you asked for these characters, here they are, but then five studios release that same character at the same time.
To answer Buck's point, to your point, Buck, 250 Ivies sold out same day. That's
You
200.
mentioned,
Let me finish.
1,500 for
Hold on.
Penguin.
Let me finish. 250 Ivies sold out in the same day, right? Ivy that's been done how many times by how many companies, right? Then you have Two-Face, who hasn't been touched, with an edition size of 300, and it's not sold out yet. And all you hear is, let's do different characters. Let's get a Riddler. Let's get a Two-Face. And it's right.
I do make this point as well. Yeah, like that's a point I make, that people don't want the characters they say they would do. Like I make it very often, but like at the same time, how reasonable is it to expect that like something just sells out like immediately?
Very reasonable.
The reason why I called you out on that is because you mentioned Penguin. Now you mentioned Two-Face. I can see that as an outlier. Penguin having 1,500 for an ES, that's not normally something that just disappears overnight. Prime 1 doesn't sell 1,500 overnight. Sideshow doesn't sell 1,500 overnight.
Yeah, but Sideshow also doesn't put out penguins, right? This is a character that we haven't seen on the market. You have tons of DC. You have tons of
multiple
DC
variations at the same time, John. Remember the minute Sideshow released theirs, was it Prime 1? We got like 2 penguins back to back. We got
Prime 1 was before Sideshow.
Prime 1 was before Sideshow. Then we got like 3 Ivies back to back.
Yeah, it's look at Thanos on Throne. That flew. Right? That flew, and that was over. I think that was over 1,000, no?
Even with Blade, we got a custom, and then we got 2 different types of blades from the same studio. We got the museum and the dial at the same time. So it's not going to sell out.
That custom blade, it went up for PO like several years ago and took forever to come out because it had limited support.
But even if you get rid of the custom, you still had like the same studio releasing the museum and the dial almost like maybe within a hop and a skip from each other. So it's like you're not going to sell out because you may say I'm going to hold out for the dial, and then I'm going to say I'm going to hold out for the museum piece. It's not going to sell out.
Again, I would say it's not normal for a statue to sell out in its pre-order phase before it starts releasing. It's just not normal. That's not the norm. That's not what happens. If you say otherwise, I don't understand. That's not what.
You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
We're gonna get to an unboxing real quick. I almost forgot but it was a good discussion. But we're gonna move on to the next one.
Cutting the discussion. You hate to see it.
Just if you wanted
it's
to,
time
like,
for an intermission.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. I think JustSumBum was crying. I was like, oh man, no.
man, that was a long day.
No, but if you wanted to start up your unboxing while we're gonna go to the next topic for tonight.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for all that. We'll continue it next week. I'll add on to it for next week.
Yeah.
But our second one's going to be Buck Nasty. Figures becoming a reality. So, Buck, you had something to bring up to the guys, and you shared a bunch of pictures. And let me bring this up for you guys. So, what is your, I guess...
Wow. Great Bulger. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like someone's making a custom Wizard of Oz, like
That looks
6 scale figures, and they look fantastic.
Yep.
And this, along with a lot of other like 6 scale figures, they're making me go, wow, should I start collecting 6 scale figures? Because
Yeah, me
I've
too.
I've really appreciated some of the quality you can find in that like medium for a while now. Especially the company that's really licensed company that's really been pulling me in has been InArts. When I saw the Aragorn and the Gandalf, I was like, oh my god, I want these. And generally, I've just been looking at a bunch of other 6 scale figure options, and there's a lot of really good high quality pieces there, and some of it is really affordable if it's licensed, and then the custom stuff, it can get really expensive, but still there's some like good stuff out there that I'm feeling like I'm missing out by not collecting 6 scale figures.
It's beautiful, man. When I saw this in art Aragorn, I was like, man, I kind of want to jump on this train because, like, the quality, not just the portrait's like outstanding. It's like the leather material they use or whatever material they use for their suits and everything. It's just, you'll never get this in like a statue form. Like the quality here, never get there.
You're getting an Infinity
Why
Studio.
is that
Hello?
though?
What are you guys talking about? You're getting Infinity Studios pumping out product. You're paying an arm and a leg for it, but they're pumping out half scale with that rooted hair and those higher end materials.
I'm not touching 1-to-1 scale.
Yeah,
This
but
is like
but I understand
reasonable.
what. Yeah, I understand what they're saying. So I got a question. Why is that? Why is it one scale, smaller scale statues or figures? They can do really, like you said, Buck. They can do really, really good quality and detail. Like look at the 1/10. Some of the 1/10s, they look fantastic, and the 6 scale. But somehow when it gets to the quarter or third, sometimes they kind of miss the mark a little bit.
It can also be
I don't get it.
because it's blown up. It's easier to see the defects. That's one. If it's a bigger scale, but also people have different expectations for, like the quarter scale and up statues or whatever. In that, a lot of people seem to prefer sculpted, instead of like having fabric stuff. So like when Steve mentioned the Aragorn's costume, the material they're using and how good and how faithful it is, it feels, that is also like, that's just something that they do a lot there, and they seem to have perfected in this realm. And the InArt specifically doing this shocked people with how good it was. This isn't necessarily the norm, right? Am I crazy for that, John? Like this was surprising.
No, this is a step.
This is a step up, right?
This is definitely a step up from in 6 scale licensed, 100%. Yes.
Yeah, because like this isn't the norm. This is exceptional, right? And I took notice when I saw this. I'm like, okay, maybe it's time for me to step into this world and start getting pieces here.
See, what I personally, seeing where we've been with 1/6 to where we are now and kind of where we're going. So yeah, InArt's been, of course, the company to come out and, Hot Toys has been the king. Hot Toys is still the king. But InArt's really the one that came out and put the gun to Hot Toys' head and said, hey, if you're not going to be putting your A game up, then we're taking over. And they started with the Joker, phenomenal. This is great. Everything that they've shown so far looks fantastic, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The problem is when it comes down to it it will be price point, and you hear it in the 6 scale community big time. Where at what point, how much do you pay for a 6 scale figure where your money might be better off putting it into a statue? Yeah. Now, a couple things I want to mention. These, for me, these don't count, these customs, because although those Wizard of Oz pieces look absolutely stunning. They're not mass produced.
Very limited run, yes.
Very limited run. So you throw that into a mass production like Hot Toys or InArt, I don't see personally that quality being there. And if it is, you will be paying through the nose for it.
Mm-hmm.
Even the customs are pricey. You look at customs, I think usually typically start on a good $1,000 for
if
for
you're getting the full costume,
the
along
full
with
thing.
the head sculpt,
Exactly.
it's expensive. I was surprised.
When it comes
just the head sculpt, just $500. I have plus
custom, yeah. So when it comes to figures versus statues, you know, I started off with Hot Toys 2008, and I've never seen a depreciation in a collection like I have with Hot Toys. Just an absolute plummet. Because due to reissues, mass production, there's no edition sizes whatsoever. People losing money. I'll give you it's like a car, pulling a car off the lot. You lose money from the second your card goes through and you get that item, you lost money. That's how the 6 scale market has gone. So depending on the type of collector you are, you know, you're dropping. I'm here in Canada, so by the time it gets to me, I'm dropping 4, 5. In our Joker was almost 1,500 for me to get. So if I'm
John,
dropping that,
I got a question for you though.
sure.
Do you think it's dropping because of, I don't know, like you said, super saturation or quality or whatever, or do you think collectors graduate from Hot Toys 1/6 to quarter or and above?
No, I don't think.
Do you think collectors leave the Hot Toys and go to something else, or do you?
No.
I mean, do you think that could have an effect?
I don't think that's what had I don't think that's what affected the market. No, particularly with Hot Toys, when it came to their Marvel, it was reissues and the Marvel films. No one's touching Hot Toys from any of these films now, from these Marvel films, because they're just lackluster.
Yeah.
But back in the day when it was like the original Avengers, those things were the original Iron Man. Those things, it's crazy what would happen there. But I'm telling you something. I'm glad Buck brought this up because there's a change coming. InArt lit a fire under Hot Toys' behind now, where they're starting now their kind of premier line. They're calling it the artisan line, with rooted wool hair. And they're even starting to, apparently, they're doing limited edition runs, but I've even seen on a figure, they may even be numbering them. Now that will change the game again.
Serial numbers, right?
Serial numbers, I personally think they got the verbatim wrong between serial number and actual number, because they're calling it serial number, but I think it's actually numbered. There's some confusion there. That's with an Iron Man figure they're doing in quarter scale, the gold version. They're only making 300. You can only buy it in Shanghai, but I think they're actually numbering it. You start numbering these 6 scale figures, the game's going to change.
What's funny,
yes,
John,
baby,
is
yes.
You guys started talking about Queen Studios, and are you guys aware that InArt is kind of partnered under the banner of Queen Studios?
Yep.
I think they separated now. They were.
Oh wow, they separated?
I think so. Don't 100% quote me on that, but I read somewhere that they've separated.
Oh, because I was checking out that Joker the other day,
shit.
and he was still under that.
Yeah, man. But Pudgy, that's over $1,000.
$1,000 for the
but it's just Scarecrow.
You can only get 4 of them. You have to get 4 of them at the same time, and the deposit is $3,600.
What?
No way.
Wow.
No way.
It's a Hulk buster, man.
Yeah,
yeah, but that person will have a one-off.
Scarecrow, right?
No, not a one-off. It's not a one-off, but it's a very rare piece. It's limited to 25 pieces. I think it's worth it. Don't get me wrong, but like it's
you're paying for you're paying for something that's not mass produced. I mean, that's truly.
Or even this quality. This isn't out there. If you're a fan of this, or if just like for me, the craftsmanship is.
You're paying for what you get here.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Even the packaging that they show, like they like that looks so. Look at that.
Premium.
Looks
classy. Yeah.
That looks premium.
Classy packaging.
Yeah. Even the Stuart Little that you showed off, that was pretty cool.
Rashid, you seen that movie?
Yo, can you hook me up with that Andy? Where did you see that Andy?
The Andy is from the same person making the. I think it's sold out, but it's from the same person making the Dorothy.
I need this
The
Andy.
cowboy look like you.
I'll
not a scarecrow look like you, man.
Go back to Stuart Casual.
Yeah, it doesn't look.
Where's the one with the car? Go back to the car. Tony! Yeah, buddy. All right.
I need that
65.
Andy.
Yeah, just hit me up after the show, John, and
wow, this Stuart's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I like the color.
Most of these are from the same custom maker. I just really love his work, but he's expensive. Another thing about these is that some of them they take quite a while to come out.
Oh yeah.
Like you could be waiting. You can be waiting a while, and sometimes they can run away with your money, just like Statue Customs. That's why you got to go with people that have a proven track record.
Get the legs on this thing.
Just some bump. Can you rotate it from like the other way? Like let's see the back.
That's where she's
Yeah, I got you.
Pow.
Yeah, she's caked up.
She's caked up. Wow, yeah, she definitely.
I mean, if you buy.
YouTube doesn't like what
This
he's
is
showing.
better. This is better.
He figured he was gonna crash the broadcast, so I don't fight it anymore.
JustSumBum, how do you like it? How you like the anatomy?
You know what?
Piggy petting the pussy.
Anatomy is a damn. You know what I mean?
You have the let me see how with the Uzi, the gun. When you get a chance.
Switch everything out for. I just put this on just to kind of give you guys an idea how everything looks. With it. I did take the. Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Cake
Yeah.
cam. Let's see the cake.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So.
That's good. Good likeness of Psylocke, right?
Yeah,
All right.
I think they did a great job on her.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
I feel like they painted her eyes because I was really looking at it. It's like I don't see decals on it. So.
Do you like the transformation skin as she transformed? You like the flaky skin?
You know what? I do. I feel like some portraits work better than others, but I still think it's a hit overall. Like, I prefer this more than some other pieces I've seen. I've seen some customs. I've seen some, the sideshow version, which is nice, but I think this one is what I was really looking for. I wanted like a sexy Mystique with showing off her powers, and that's hard to do.
Yeah. How many portraits does it have total?
How many portraits does she have? She has two portraits. She has her regular portrait, and then she has the rogue portrait, which is probably not, it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. When I see it, it looks like she looks like a little East LA Chicana chick.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see.
It's chola.
It's very, very chola. You know what I mean? East LA.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
What's
happening?
You know what I mean?
You guys are wrong, man.
You know what I noticed is that they decided with the Psylocke, they painted her lips more like a purple, which I like. It's like, they gave it like, they could have easily said like, let's just paint it red, call it a day. But they gave it different variations. So I like that. The Psylocke also comes with like, her typical translucent.
Oh, okay.
Cyblade.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Everything comes with a little base to her too to hold. So you like if you wanna, display your stuff proudly, you could. I'll show that after I switch up for the Uzi.
I like the blue on her. The blue and like the white.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah. So the thing that I don't know if the camera's
The blue is
picking up,
just
but
right. It's
I'm
not
using
too dark.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera's picking up, but it's hard with the phone. Like her clothing are glossy. Her boots are like this stripper high gloss look.
Only way to go. Only way to go.
Best way to go. But her skin's matte, and I was like, that's cool. Like they could have easily screwed
That's
that up,
good.
and they didn't.
Yeah.
I like that they didn't.
That's a cool statue, man.
She's actually pointing the gun too. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What about the quality of it? How's the how about the magnets? Are they strong? Are they
You know what? The magnets on like some of them are kind of iffy. I would say the one probably the weakest. I mean, I still have to try out the Rogue because I haven't seen that one yet. But I would say the weakest right now would be the Psylocke. Her head moves quite a bit, and that one scares me a little bit. Like, because California will get earthquakes, and it just takes one good little earthquake, and she's gonna. Oh yeah, so that locked in pretty good with that. So I would say now for sure it's the Psylocke that has the weakest magnet. So
okay,
but I don't know if that's for all of them. It may vary. Someone may have this statue like, hey man, all my magnets are really strong. So
I missed the part where you keyed her in. Is it a full body right there, or is it a full body onto the base? Or
yeah, this is this.
Oh, it keeps cutting
There's
out.
no separation. So the only thing that switches out that you have to do is the arm and the head, and maybe the crow.
Okay.
Everything else is one connected piece, and so that's pretty impressive for shipping.
Right.
Shipping her and not having any breakages. Because I for sure thought if anything was gonna break, I thought this was gonna break. But I'm surprised that it didn't. They packed
And
her
I'm
up
guessing
really,
they had.
really well.
I'm guessing they had foam underneath the skirt because it looked like the skirt might be.
Yeah. So they had. Oh, do you mean there's foam right here?
Yeah, like the skirt, like in between, because it looks very thin.
Oh yeah.
It snapped on either side.
When they it was like a big black.
Okay.
Yeah. Came out pretty good.
So what's your score on it, JustSumBum? 10 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
I personally give it a 10 out of 10. I know.
Happy man.
I mean, like, this is my Mystique that I've been looking for. I was originally gonna buy the XM Studios Mystique because I liked her body. Like, damn, she's pretty banging on that piece. But the only issue is
that rogue head.
Yeah, I know.
That rogue head's like.
Hey, yeah. King Banana. What's up, babe?
But this is the other little base that you get with it. The little switch out so you can display the port.
How do you like the other custom where she's on ninjas?
I like that portrait. I like that piece a lot. I was trying to grab that piece, but no one was selling, so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just find something else. But I missed out on this piece too, so I mean, it's like, well, I'll just wait, And she never came up on market because I think the people that did that specific statue, I don't know if it's the same group. I might be wrong, but I thought they went. I thought they were done. I thought they stopped making statues. I might be wrong about that.
It's the time for me to say I'm looking for a custom Tigra. If anyone sees one, let me know.
I'm still looking for the sideshow Mystique.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, so that's the base to hold the portraits.
Yeah.
And the extra pieces. Yeah, that's pretty dope. That is awesome. That's pretty rare, especially for customs.
Just a minute. King Banana asked earlier, considering your earthquake zone, do you use any adhesive at the bottom of your statues?
I do.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I just used a little bit of duct tape, nothing too crazy, and I roll it up and I just stick it. They're pretty heavy, so I doubt it because what I do, I'm still customizing my case, but I use toggle bolts. I do a lot of wood carpeting, and toggle bolts will go behind the drywall and will just keep it from warping. Because I put a little bit of bracketing system behind it so it doesn't pull onto the wall a bit. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4 toggle bolts, and it's like this thing is not I don't know.
Wherever you from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. It's not even gonna wobble.
No, this thing, I'm pushing pretty hard on it. It's not gonna go anywhere. If it's gonna go anywhere, that whole house would have to come down.
Wait a minute. So this piece is.
I was just saying, a little adhesive underneath the base is good just to keep it from shimmying. If you had a tremor.
Shimmy.
Oh my God!
Yo, JustSumBum, where you from?
From California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So is this what scale? I saw in the comments. This is a 1/3 scale.
It's a no. It's a 1/4. I have a measuring tape right here. I can't prepare this time.
Somebody in the comments says a 1/3 scale.
So they said it's a
No,
point and a half, third and a
she's a
half.
quarter. She's about
Like it's an oversized quarter. That's what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's about almost 21 and a half. Almost.
Yeah, that's about
maybe
quarter scale.
21.
She's legal. She's legal. 21.
Yeah.
3.5.
It's stupid, Pudgy.
Another odd
we
scale
lost.
statue. Let's see.
But yeah, I think she's the one.
Yeah,
in
no, so, like, I
3.5,
have-
whereas between a quarter and a third.
Yeah, so I have a custom domino that is that weird size. So you can kind of
That 3.5.
You have that
yeah.
one.
yeah. So you can kind of see it's kind of getting
East
there.
LA and the
Yeah.
Valley Girl.
Yeah, the Valley Girl.
That's racist, man. Very racist.
I could say it. I could say it.
I can say it.
With East LA, orderly.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Chill, Holmes.
Come on, we're all wrestling fans here.
That's
All
my
right.
favorite
Vato, I can
band.
believe what
Eddie
I
Guerrero
saw.
and Conan
Latino
and all that.
he.
Spicy.
La viva la
Original El
raza.
Guerrero.
She's
I just had an urge to go to the washroom. Hold on.
Hey, whoa, hold up here.
All right, we're
She's
back.
about like 13 and a half deep with the base, the gun from here, 17 and a half. So she doesn't take up too much space. She's pretty good, decent footprint. You know, if you want something nice and compact and still have a presence or take your eye, can't go wrong with this piece.
Yeah, I like it.
We're still talking about the statue, right?
Great piece. Great piece, man. I really like that. It's a good, really nice piece, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, super. I have to say I've been very, very fortunate to find some like pieces I've been looking for, whether it be trading stuff in Facebook groups or buying this piece for basically I felt like for nothing when I saw it, because when she first was being sold, she was kind of up there, and then the recent price drops and everything's like, man, it'd be stupid for me not to buy it.
Well, knock on wood now, man. Hopefully the next piece doesn't come in anything. But like, big congrats to you. I'm looking for a Mystique now, so jealous that you got a Mystique. So big congrats, man.
Thank you, man. Congrats.
But getting back into topic, Buck, are you going to be getting any of these anytime soon?
I think the Power Rangers are definitely gonna happen. I would really love to get the Wizard of Oz set, but like I said, that's 3,600 down, like Twitter deposit. That's that's like pretty much the cost of the statue. But like, if you want in, you gotta pay the whole thing, kind of.
I was about to say, what's the total price? What's the total price for them, Buck?
Because the thing about the way they do these,
cool.
the higher the edition size, the cheaper it is, and the lower the edition size, the more expensive. So the minimum price right now is 900 for each, which adds up to 3,600. But you have to pay for all of them. You can't just buy a single one. And
so they don't know the edition size yet, or is that how it works? Or
the guy told me
you said that's the deposits.
Yes, in terms of that's basically, you can't do like what's the payment plans on these, like they don't collect them, yes, they don't collect the money in installments. Right now the minimum price is 3,600. I think the guy said 16.
So you don't know what the end price is going to be until it's done. Is that what I'm hearing?
Until it's done, but not necessarily until it's done. It's just a matter of number of people that have signed up. So so far, 16 people have paid the full price. That's 3,600, right? And so I think if it doesn't hit a certain number, the price is gonna actually go up from 3,600. Like not by a lot, but I think a lot more. It's gonna be by I think 100 and something for each. And then you got to pay for shipping for all four as well. right?
It's not for the faint of heart. All right,
It's not for the faint. If you want this level of quality, and then at the same time, you also consider you're getting for these characters. They're definitely extremely expensive, but they're custom and they're gonna be very low ES. And with the level of quality there, something that's that rare, I think if you wanted to sell it in the future, you could, no doubt.
Then I'm assuming this.
You think they'll come out with the Witch later on?
You know what? I'm pretty sure he will. The guy that's making it, he tends to keep to the lines. I didn't show all the Toy Story stuff. He did an Andy. He did like
a Sid.
No, he hasn't done a Sid. He did.
Is this the one? Is this the guy that did Mrs. Doubtfire?
No, that's a different guy. That dude is usually more affordable.
I love that Mrs. Doubtfire.
I like him. I have his.
Okay, this is a must. I need this immediately.
That's literally off the screen. That's
immediately.
perfect.
I need this.
And the paint job, man.
But this is not realistic to. This is not realistic for quarters for 6 scale. It's like very.
It's niche.
It's very niche. This is not like when we discuss
the quality you get from buying like a hot toy too.
Yeah. So don't get this confused with.
Oh, I know.
6 scale.
I know.
No, not you. I know you would know, but for some people who are watching and maybe don't necessarily know 6 scale world.
And also for the hot toy stuff, I'm looking into Spider-Man. I forgot to send Steve a picture, but like. Doesn't matter. I want to get the Spider-Man. I want to get this. This is a custom head for the 3-0, guts. All right.
Who's Twinkerbell there? Jeez.
That's
part
Puck.
of the.
Put some pants on, man.
You have this statue, Buck?
No, I don't have this figure. I'm considering it. It's basically all of these are stupid expensive, so it's all like. Question mark. The only one that's like relatively affordable, is the Power Rangers line. If you want to get all 5 of them, it's like $600 right now, kind of shipped. Which I'm really tempted to do. In fact, all 6 because you get Green Ranger as well. I'm really tempted. They look fantastic. It's super accurate to the show. And I remember on Saturdays as a kid, just watch there was a time they were doing the marathons for every single Power Ranger that has come out on a Saturday, and I just stayed in front of the TV forever.
That explains it.
So a question about hot toys for Buck and for John, as I'm kind of like venturing into it. Can they stand without having? The only hesitation that I have about getting hot toys is that thing that goes. That stand is gross, man. It's like a gynecologist stand. Like, why is it all like gripping a crotch apart and stuff? Like, can they stand on their own?
It depends on the figure, and also depends on the pose you put it in. That's the answer to it.
You get one with stirrup. You want the real gynecologist when it comes with stirrup.
If you get a flight stand for Spider-Man, you're gonna want to get a flight stand if you're gonna be doing the those pretty cool poses you can do midair.
Mm-hmm.
But like those Power Rangers, like the two, not this one, but Steve, if you go back to the
those stands just like this.
This one, okay.
You see their ankles, the way you pose them really helps you dictate how they stand or if they can't stand. It's those ankles that catch you.
These are when they first came out, they're like $99 a pop for these. And then when this guy died, JDF prices skyrocketed for all of them. Now they're all sold out. And also these were like, there was a time when these were also on sale. It's like almost
big time
going clearance or something. They made a lot, and when JDF died, everything disappeared.
Yep.
The few places that are selling them now are not. They're not overpriced, but they're definitely not on discount anymore. The White Ranger is gone. You can't find it anywhere that's a reasonable price. Because if you imagine that was like $99 retail. And now it's like $400 or more. and
What's
that
up
was
with
just a
this?
couple months ago.
when
I
you
don't
get
like
to
this
like
Woody.
paying $400 at that point, I feel like let me just get a quarter scale. You know what I mean? If I'm several $100s into a 6 scale, I'm just
Exactly.
gonna automatically
I want to
start
ask
looking
you
for a quarter
something. The
scale.
reason you feel that way is it because you're holding on to the old price of quarter scales in your head? Because in reality, the current pricing for quarter scales is 700 plus tax and shipping.
But even if it's not enough, let's say like once I'm getting a 6 scale, if it hits $400, is like
Hmm.
even if I have to add another 200 or 300 onto it, I'll just stack up and get a quarter scale because
I
it
hear
just
you.
feels like I'm not getting the value for the money.
I hear you. No, no, no. I actually feel the same way as you, but
Yeah,
I'm
but
trying to understand that feeling as well. Is it because in terms of the price difference, it's actually maintaining a similar price difference to what it was before the prices of
Yeah,
everything shot up?
right. That's it.
I don't know. It's one. If
It's a
you're a
thing.
collector, man, you got a rare niche piece like these. You know what I mean? It's you'll want that in you'll want that rare collection or the rare stuff. At least that's how I would look at it. Whether
Yeah.
no matter what scale it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
If it's
I
something
think
that
that
had you had a connection to, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah, but
that's what I was gonna say.
Hot Toys wouldn't be rare though. That's the thing.
I think it's
Yeah.
the nostalgia that you feel for the character. Like, for example, I'm gonna pay whatever it costs to get a Voltron for the most part, regardless to even
Right.
if he's overpriced for every other statue in his scale because of the personal nostalgia that I feel for the character. But overall, just in general, say if it was another character, like, oh, I'm just trying to start a line or I want to do a Masters of the Universe or a Rogues line, I'm not gonna do it. If that price gets too high, I'll just scale up to the next available scale of statue, unless it has that nostalgia factor in there.
Hmm.
Right. Yeah. That's what I meant. That's what I was getting at, the nostalgia. Which I
Yeah,
think
but
these do. I mean, obviously they look pretty special.
so,
Yeah, what are you
but
saying?
what's gonna be your first piece that you're gonna test out or you're gonna venture out?
It's probably gonna be the Power Rangers. They're the most affordable out of everything I sent you because what I sent you is pretty much everything I'm thinking of buying.
Okay.
Um, there's a few others like the Iron Man. Like Hot Toys did that new Iron Man where it's got the clear plastic on him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I want to get that and the War Machine, and then the new one with the comic colors and the unmasked face sculpt. And then I also want to get like some Akira like figures as well.
Oh, they make
There's
them. I didn't know that.
It was Medico or Medicom? Yeah, Medicom. They made a 6 scale Akira, and then one of these custom groups did a custom head sculpt for it, and it looks
Extra.
flipping amazing.
What's going on, Chris?
Yeah, man. So let us know when you get them because like the Power Rangers look awesome, but whenever you get one of these, like what you guys call them,
Customs.
customs, like let us know that too, man. Because this
Yeah.
this looks amazing to me right here too.
That Andy, man. Oh.
I got a question for the 1/6 guys because I've seen it come up from time to time in the Facebook groups and whatnot. Do you guys have issues with clothing on
One
the
six
characters?
figures though. Let's make that clear. 1 6 figure guys. 1 6 figure guys. Nothing else is 1 6.
Yeah.
Hot toy guys. How about
Hot
that?
Toys guys. Yeah, there you go.
Because I've seen people having issues with fabric when you try to reposition them.
Of
They're being
course, yeah.
stretched out or
Yeah.
being
Hmm.
ripped,
Yeah.
Batman.
things like that, or
Batman is the
joints,
biggest.
or if not, they try to change out the joints and the joint
Hmm.
breaks and it gets stuck inside.
A lot of
Like,
people don't want to even pose the figure. They just want to leave it unposed because there's a risk, like you say, of literally causing damage to it if you fiddle with it
because
too
I've seen
much.
people try to, pose the Spider-Man when they move him more back, like the clothing's all stretched out
It's
and it
still
looks
wrinkled too.
warped. Yeah, it looks
The
abnormal.
the biggest issue with those were the Batman rubber suits.
Okay.
89 Batman, all of them really. It's if you would bend them over a certain amount of time, a few weeks and so forth, they'd start to rip and all that kind of stuff. With Spider-Man, they're kind of getting better, where you can have them posed, and then the suit will go back to the way it was. But it's like anything. Over a long period of time, if you keep it in that same pose, it's going to, it's not going to last.
Mm.
And then, of course, things with those materials, even if you keep the item in the box, certain materials, certain colors will start to yellow. The glue will start to deteriorate and break down. So
this is why quarter scale people prefer like fully sculpted.
I had a whole, like I said, I had a whole Star Wars collection and of Hot Toys, and I started opening them, and I was like, it's just not hitting the same. They just weren't. It just wasn't hitting the same way, and yeah, glues were starting to go, and these were figures that were just in the box.
That were never open. That just stayed in the box, right?
No, they were open.
Oh, they're open. Okay, never mind.
No, I only got one
temperature
figure.
change, John?
Say
Still
it
in the
again?
box.
Is it temperature change? Is that an issue? Like cold and the change of the season in the house, or is it climate controlled room?
But in my house, it's in the box in a cold. Always in the basement, so it was always cold. So
okay. Even in the summer.
Even in the summer, oh yeah, with
chill.
the AC, it's freezing down here. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know what it is. It just, I don't know. They're
low
ramping
quality materials, right?
That's what, yeah, low quality. Hot Toys is low quality. They were doing low quality, and then that's why I'm saying now, kind of within art, coming with all this high, die cast and so forth, and putting the pressure. You kind of see Hot Toys stepping up their tailoring and stepping up the rooted hair and all that. So if you're into 1/6, if you're looking to dabble, now is definitely a good time because you're getting two companies that are trying to go head to head, and they're going to be putting their best product forward, or what you would hope is their best product forward.
I guess call it the premium quality product, right?
Correct.
Because what Hot Toys is doing is they're going to start doing wool hair for some of their characters, and they're stepping up their game with like the Joker. His coat looks better to me compared to the other one, like the Heath Ledger Joker, and the Anakin looks really good too. I mean, like this is just two that's coming out recently. This is like this week, right? It's not even out. It's like
It's coming on the 17th and 18th. Yep, for pre-order.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna, you won't. It's gonna be impossible to get them. That's the best part of this. Is the bringing back the collecting part of it, where they're gonna sell out like this.
Yeah,
because they're limited to 4,000 and 3,000.
Yeah. Well, Buck Fangs, man, thanks for bringing those up. I'm sure if anybody else wants to bring up something like that, like it's always open to if you guys want people to like give you their opinions or have a discussion about it. So, thanks, Buck.
Yep. Thanks for sharing it with everyone, man.
Yeah, man. The Power Rangers is now getting in my mind. So, F you.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you need to get that. I think everyone.
This is what you get. This is what you get right here in the first picture today.
That's the best picture I've ever seen right there.
Come on, bro.
Oh,
I love the vacuum he's going to use to clean up the pieces.
Yeah, I was going to say a little vacuum cleaner.
I don't know what it is, but like there's something about like there's like some countries in Asia, they're the ones who suffer these broken anime statues the most. Like they need to start applying countermeasures to prevent this from happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it was a kid's fault. You see this, like all these toys around.
Not that statue. A kid can't lift that. That's too heavy. That is too heavy. Like they have to deliberately like.
No, if that's too heavy, you think an earthquake did it? I don't think so.
No.
Everything else looks perfect. Look at those bags in the back. Nothing was moved.
I don't know, man. Maybe he broke an intention and he's rich or something. What the hell?
Yeah, he's like anime. Shit, this. Forget
the
this.
wife said you didn't pay attention to me, so here.
That's probably it too.
Yeah, but that statue is way too. That statue comes in like 2 boxes that you can be in both. Like,
do you think your significant other cares?
Yeah, someone either someone pushed that over or that was
no, that was done maliciously. That was done with malice. That was evil.
But yeah, that kid's toy is very suspicious.
More eviler than Skeletor. So
I guess if they really try, they could push it off the edge. But that is an evil kid.
Like you guys are doing to me today.
hey, real fast before we go to the next picture, like this hit home. We had water come through because of the storms down here, and my HCG Slimer from the Ghostbusters, my significant other accidentally knocked it over when we were mopping up the water, and I'm just like, at what point? You know how we always say like people come before statues, but
At
is
what
that really
point?
true?
Yeah.
Is that really true?
Depends
Like,
on
at what
depends on
point?
the person. Depends on the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At what point do you say like, I think this was done on purpose, and I'm gonna have to like crack your skull?
Yeah, because I mean the way you said accidentally, it doesn't seem like you believe
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I think I'm just bitter.
That's
You
fine
see, Your
too.
Honor, I accidentally smothered her with the pillow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is actually a repaint. I didn't know this one needed a repaint, but man, this is pretty badass, man. But yeah, like this is a repaint.
I like that
I
they
think
got
he-
rid of that dark spot in his torso or his abs. Like,
Oh
it-
yeah, it gets really
How
dark.
much do you think
down.
it costs to repaint something that big?
The aura effect. Kenny does some nice vibrant
That's
work.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a very rich purple.
I think he's
Keep it on
reselling
me.
it for 2,800. I think, or it's
Keep it.
2,400.
You can keep it.
But it's
Yeah,
including the
that's-
paint job.
Yeah, but
Does he still have the same issue putting the cape on? Keep it.
Just get out your Dremel, John.
No thanks, buddy. I don't work. I don't pay $1,500 for statues to work. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't like what they did with the aura. I think it's lost some of its metalness, maybe. It had like this kind of
Metallic
finish.
look?
Yeah, like a finish on it that made it look sort of metallic, and it's
I know what you're
kinda
talking about. Yeah, I agree with you there.
Oh yeah, I can see that now. Yep. That's cool. Well, yeah, and then
That's for
I wanna
Pudgy.
yeah, Pudgy, what do you think of this thing?
That's pretty dope.
Rambo knives. Oh my god.
Yeah,
A
from
steak
each
knife
movie.
for every day of the week.
There you go.
I love it.
You're not
Oh,
you're not
we talked about
expendable,
language.
Rambo.
What was
Have
that?
you watched
Nice.
this,
Those
Rashid?
are nice.
No. That's probably the only one he
Number
saw.
one.
Oh, man.
I haven't seen the last one. I have it, but I haven't watched it yet. The most
I haven't
recent
seen it
one.
yet either.
Last one's pretty cool. I liked it.
Have to check it out.
Good shit. I like
Look
it.
at this thing. This thing.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
Nicely done.
Clean.
That's a beautifully done space.
Yeah.
very
Maximized,
clean.
too.
Yeah.
That was very.
Got a little bit of everything. Quarter scale. Like,
Yep.
I don't know. Is this called half scale or legendary scale? I think it's called.
Legendary
Yeah,
scale.
legendary
Quarter
scale.
scale.
I remember those.
Yeah, legendary scale.
Legendary scale bus.
Yeah.
Those are half scale, right?
Yes, sir.
Look at that.
The amount of dusting that goes into
Don't ruin it for
my
us.
OCD's kicking in right now. It's just like, oh my god.
This dude has a lot of old classic pieces that he just, it's a sign of someone who's content with what they have.
Exactly. Yeah. He gets something, he's gonna keep it for forever.
And nice art collection too.
Yep.
Does that mean he
Everywhere.
can throw his boxes out?
No, never do that.
Whoa, you don't do that. Come on, man.
It's a separate conversation.
Right.
He has like a little.
That's art.
For
That's really
like
cool.
there's a projector on one wall.
Yep, right here.
Wow.
This is what I like
Oh,
though.
you would've
Like
thought this too.
this room, I would have never used for a collection room. I probably would have used this as like a box room,
Storage.
you know? Yeah, storage. Yeah. But this guy took advantage of it.
That's how you know you're a real collector if you're thinking like, no, this is gonna be my storage room specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to remove pieces from that running.
I might see Keeses next week, man.
Oh shit, that'd be dope.
That's cool. And then yeah, that's old school.
Star Wars.
Get that Sonya in the middle.
Captain.
Yeah, buddy.
And then yeah, he has I'm
Disney
sure
and-
this yeah, that's pretty cool.
Look at the infinity figures.
Yeah, I used to have a few. But then I just put them away.
And then our guy Mark Books got his I don't know, no, it's not his first hot toy, but check this out.
Shark Week.
Yeah, Shark Week. Yep. King Shark. Hot Toys. It looks good, man. I really like it.
It looks so goofy, man.
I know. That's what I love about it. It's Sylvester
In a good way,
Stallone.
yeah.
Hey, so I have a question. Because it's a rubber bodysuit, right? How long will that last?
Is that rubber?
I
It
believe
is,
so,
right? Yeah.
I only asked because I had the RoboCop and I didn't get the Ed 209 because it had that rubber faceplate. And I went back to seeing other people's collection and it's cracked all over.
Every Ed 209 is cracked. Everyone.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to like use some kind of conditioner on it.
Maybe some people will do that for the
Use some
other
cocoa
stuff.
butter.
If you don't pose it, you're fine.
Shea butter.
If you don't post it.
The arm is jointed, I believe. There is a. If you, can you zoom in?
Jointed or it's fixed pose? Because
No, it's
like,
jointed.
It's fixed in the box. Even can you go
His
back
arm
to
is
the-
up in the box.
like they're bent.
Yes,
like
no,
already.
the arm you can move up and down.
At the shoulder you can
At the shoulder,
rotate,
correct.
You can
That's-
rotate, but that's because it's not connected, so it can't tear at the
Correct,
shoulder.
correct.
It's not rubber. Oh, look at that.
What's the material? Mark Books.
That means it's just plastic, and the arms won't have like a joint at the elbow if it's not rubber.
This is what I like about
Silicone
Mark though. Like this is like Transformers here. You got what's this character? Black Panther here. You got Venom in the background, and then King Shark right here in the middle.
What material is it then?
All that's missing is anime. Come on, Mark.
Maybe soon, man. Maybe soon.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's really cool.
You know, but for somebody to talk so much about anime, I don't see any anime statues in the background, bro.
See that? See,
Like,
you need to look
I
harder.
really
Blow
think
me up,
you a
Steve.
fraud
Blow me up,
on
Steve.
that.
What's that? Stop talking, Rashid.
That's not enough. You only have one. You got one statue and you running your mouth? Seriously?
Rashid, have you watched Rambo?
No, hold on. I had more anime statues than you.
He saw one Western.
Hey, actually, Rashid, you don't have more anime statues.
I
You have more.
I sold
you have them.
but hold
Maybe
on.
you have them
I
displayed.
had
So if
more
you sold, that
anime
means then you
statues.
don't have them anymore, though.
Stay out of this, John.
No, I'm not gonna stay out of this. You can't. You don't judge a collector by what they have behind them. You understand that?
Jeopardy, sir, okay? This is
All
not
right.
Jeopardy.
Well, it could be Jeopardy.
Rashid, just so you know, everything you say can and will be used against you in jeopardy.
It's so true.
Anything you don't know the answer to now, John is taking notes. He's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
make it a
Fucking-
question.
It's a
After
fake
last
back-
week, you guys will pay. Don't worry about it. It's coming.
It's a spider. Man, I'm still looking for this Mystique.
I'm still waiting for Mark to tell us what material it is. Hello, Mark. Snap it.
watching
Make it
Shark
snappy.
Week. He's watching.
I like
I like that jugs, man. That juggernaut is dope.
Yeah.
The paint job is crazy, and I love the paint job.
Hey, one of my techs who I've known for like 15 years, never had a statue discussion with him before. We're friends on social media. Today, he posts this juggernaut like on all his social media. And I'm like, damn, you never know who's in the hobby. Like, it just takes bringing out their favorite character.
That's his?
On board. Yeah.
Piggy, that's his?
No, I'm just not this particular one. He was just posting these pictures of this juggernaut.
Oh, okay.
This guy, I don't think this piece is that good. I think what we're getting is fantastic photography.
Yeah, I think so too. The Mystique is definitely sticking out like crazy. I've had this one before too. The freaking.
So I don't know. I like the concept of the piece. I like the piece, man. I mean, yeah, I get it looks a little older. I mean, the quality of it's a little.
I like it. I like Steve's better.
I'm not even saying it's awful. I'm just saying like a lot of what is making it shine is the good the
lighting.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I prefer a matte look anyway.
Well,
But
of course you
I
would.
think
Matt.
exactly. So, but I just like the concept of the pose and everything else for Juggernaut.
Yeah, he's about to charge.
Yeah, exactly.
That portrait could pass for Bruce Wayne.
And have you guys seen this by chance? It's like Caleb.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Until it gets painted, then it looks like crap. I'm
This
sorry.
has some cool stuff going on.
Well, it
Like
said that
there's
the
some-
motorcycle was the most took so long for it getting the motorcycle done.
This looks really cool.
So, Steve, you notice that texture on fire? Like,
Yeah.
why is it there? It
I was
doesn't
gonna
have to
ask,
make
like,
sense. People just
why-
like texture for no reason. So
Yeah,
it's fine.
but like, why is it there? Why do you think it's there? Like, I had
can't
no
Could have
idea.
been from the
Because-
casting.
Because all text, no, I don't think so. This would have been 3D
Oh,
printed.
it'll be sanded out. Everybody breathe.
Not exactly.
Give me a
It'll be
break.
standing out.
man.
Relax.
and then-
Jesus, we're already analyzing,
Calm
zooming
down.
into fucking. Let's calm
no,
down.
no, no.
Looks like the inside of an Aero chocolate for fucking.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Thank you.
Jesus.
Thank you.
No, John. It's not like imperfection is intentional.
Yeah, I think this is like a 3D render, isn't it?
I don't know.
We'll see.
I think this is a 3D render. They haven't gotten that far to the point where they've casted this. This is a 3D render. The lighting doesn't look realistic enough to be.
Look
real.
at the back of his neck, the jacket on the back of his neck there, the collar. This looks like a 3D render. Zoom in a little. Can you zoom?
Oh wait.
There's no waiting here. There's those cracks there. There's not a 3D render. If you go
Which
up to the
cracks?
flames, go up to the flames.
The seams. What are you talking
See the
about?
seam there
Yeah,
on the
the
right?
seams, yeah.
That doesn't look
Yeah.
like a 3D render on the right, top right there.
That's what I was saying. The flames could have been just on the
If this was a render, that I don't think that defect would be there.
Yeah, I don't think that's a defect. Is it?
I don't know.
Because I can see
I
the
think
same
so.
kind of texture on the skull as well.
Oh,
Who knows?
Jarhead. What's up, Jarhead?
This is printed.
Jarhead, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Good job, Jarhead.
Yeah, I like this too. Like, you could take them away from the bike too.
Yeah, that's cool.
That looks.
That's
That's cool. Yeah.
Pacific.
Fight Club.
Yeah.
Nice. Would you guys get this over the sideshow?
Hell yes.
Yep.
Wow.
Don't hesitate. Let us know how you feel.
So Mark Book says computer was acting up. King Shark is all plastic.
Oh.
That's printed, not a render. Jose
Yeah.
says that, and Jarhead says it's also printed. Damn.
So did John. Say that first. before everybody-
John also said it, but it's not a Jeopardy
take
question,
credit.
so it doesn't count.
So I asked the group, what's a piece in your collection that's not your favorite, not the rarest or the most expensive, but catches your eye every single time you look at your collection? So I put, mine is the Juggernaut from Sideshow. Details on point. It's massive. It captures Juggernaut as I see him.
Yeah.
So
Pretty good.
posted this guy, and our guy Ed COVID
Nice.
posted. I gotta say, my man is Yoda. Every time I go down in my game room, he amazes me that
So
I have
cool.
him.
Look at that.
Yeah, probably my third favorite in my collection.
Nice.
Yeah, it's huge. And then you know who this belongs to?
That anime hater.
Yeah.
Terry has anime. He's got a Guyver, right?
No, we're working on him. That guy doesn't count.
We're working on it.
Wow.
Guyver doesn't
Fucking
count.
cult. It's a cult, and they're indoctrinating people. Do you have to drink Kool-Aid, Book?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Wow.
And it says, "This is mine," and same as Juggernaut, eye-catching, big, and rampaging. Cool piece. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know who this belongs to? I think he said the Omega Red was his favorite.
Oh, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it, right?
Anthony.
Look at that pyro.
Yeah, I think he sent it off to get painted.
Yeah, that looks cool.
And our guy Mark Books,
Mark.
the symbiote. Man, I've always liked this piece.
Oh, that's
I-
actually a pretty cool piece.
Yeah, nah, this piece sucks, man. If you have one and you want to sell it, let me know. Take it off, man. I'll take it off your hands.
I love this thing.
I love it, but I like it, but I don't love it.
Oh,
I
really?
love the base that he has it on.
Okay, I am a
mating base.
nitpick, but again, I get the blue shading was in the books,
Mm-hmm.
but the symbiote is black. There's no reason for the statue to have these blue shadings all the time, and it gets annoying.
It doesn't come
I want
across.
a black. It doesn't come
It
across like
doesn't
it's
come
all-
across well on the statue. The texture, in my opinion, and the blue.
Yeah, I would have been able. I would have preferred without the texture. The blue, I don't mind too much if it's like depending on how much it is. The I think my main gripe with the statue is actually the way his jaw is. His jaw is like too tapered in on the sides, and then like his chin just juts out. Otherwise, I think it's a great statue. I love it, man.
I always saw the blue as just like a reflection of the lighting from the black suit.
Yeah, you're correct.
And our guy, Mr. Popo, his is the Predator, stands out for him. That's a huge piece.
He's an anime boy. We claim him.
Jupiter's cock.
We claim him.
Roberto shared this one. Man, I completely forgot
Oh,
about
that's
this.
a good
This
one.
is amazing.
Cool.
Oh man,
XM Studios.
it's a good one.
That detail is amazing.
I wanted this for a while, but I
Passed up.
I had to pass on it.
Our guy Jimmy shared this one. He says his Sabretooth is one that catches his eye all the time.
It's a
I
great-
really like this one. Yeah.
You remember when this went up and like people were criticizing it, saying, "Oh, look at his abs! Oh my god!"
Yeah. It was all over the place with this one.
Yeah, but
And now you see him on the market being sold.
and when he is up, he's up for expensive prices.
Yeah.
I love that
just wanted
Sabretooth.
these. I really wanted
Sabretooth is hot. I'm glad I
Sideshow.
got it. Yeah, I think that's the best Sabretooth in my opinion.
Me too.
Yeah.
Same.
I don't know why Mark Connelly fell short to making a Wolverine to go next to it.
And then Matt shared this one. Which one is this again, Matt?
The T-Rex versus
That's the the Weta. I mean, it's a older piece, but it's real heavy. Really good quality. I really like it, man. It's one of my dioramas. It's pretty cool.
Matt, you ever thought about getting the Kong bust from Prime One?
No, it is a really cool bust. I love it, but no, I'm not into bust like that. Yeah.
I remember many years ago when this statue at New York Comic Con, I know a group of people on the forum that bought it dirt cheap because I think Weta was trying to unload them and no one was buying them. So they cut the price to something insane and people just scooped them up.
Yeah. Yeah, I got mine really dirt cheap too. I mean,
see?
You cringe if you knew how much I paid for it.
So
yeah, but it's if you've never seen that piece in person, I mean, you've seen it, right? So
yeah, I've seen it in person.
It's
the pictures.
It is, man. It's the it doesn't. The detail on it's awesome. So
how big?
It's just really, really cool. I wouldn't know the scale because it's Kong and V-Rex, but it's a little small than the quarter scales, but it fits in with the quarter scales. So, I mean, I don't know what scale you'd give it in comparison to Kong and V-Rex, but that's about the size of what it is.
Yeah.
It's just a really cool piece, man. I mean, I like King Kong, Godzilla, and stuff like that too.
Awesome. And this one looks pretty cool. Charles shared this one. This one, like, you could put it in a living room, I think. This looks pretty cool. Is this Sideshow or is this custom?
Sideshow.
Sideshow? Wow.
It's a maquette, right? So
I've
one
never seen
fifth.
this one.
I think it's the comic cat.
Yeah.
Won't see Satchel doing that again.
No way. This is amazing.
They made a variant red one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or is this the variant? Which cut was he wearing red originally or blue?
I thought it was red.
I
don't know.
I think this might be the variant. I think because they did a red one and
I thought the red was the variant. I think the red
is the variant.
Red one the variant.
Yeah.
And then our guy Isaiah shared this one. Enemy boys flex. Which character is this again from Naruto?
This is called Deidara. He makes like clay figures and then they explode.
Yep, that's the clay figure.
Yeah, they can move. They're like he imbues them with life, To moisten the clay, he has hands and sorry, he has mouth. He has a mouth in each hand, and he can chew like the clay and like shape it with the mouth in his hand and his hands as well.
So is that like Vampire Hunter D? Like how he has a mouth in his hand as well?
The mouths in his hands are not. They're not like alive or anything. They don't have like they're just like they're not sentient. Yeah, that's the word.
Our guy David shared this one. XM Swamp Thing. Thought this was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really good piece.
Yeah, to answer your question about the angel, yeah, there's a red variant and the blue variant, but they both, believe it or not, went for $299 when they first came out at 250 pieces.
Damn.
So he's rare. He's hard to find.
Our guy Rocco shared this one, and he said, "If I had to sell a piece in my collection to make space for another one, it would be the Silver Surfer, and yet it has a pretty good presence for a simple piece." Yeah, I've had this one before. It always stood out to me. Really, really cool piece.
And the Oscar goes to
yeah, basically. Our guy Luke shared this one, and I think this is an amazing Spider-Man piece. But Luke from Australia, and this is a cool picture too.
I like that.
Who did this one?
And I think it's custom.
It's custom, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's a custom piece.
Damn.
So, and then our guy Piggy shared two pictures because
I couldn't decide. I like them both equally.
Yeah, they're both cool, dude. Both good.
So what catches your eye with these two, man? Like, is it?
Wait, Piggy has a rotary phone?
Oh yeah, not just a rotary phone, but a rotary payphone, and it works. It'll take your change.
That's dope. Is that a legit?
Yeah,
legit pay. Oh shit.
Yeah, like so you know how all of us collectors collect multiple things, like how casuals like looking at watches and stuff. I have a phone in like every room of the house, like some type of antique phone or whatever.
Wow, that is really dope.
Take your
That's
change.
cool. Are they hard to come across?
Yeah, it's made by this company. It's called Crosley. They used to make a lot of these throwback phones, but they're kind of obsolete
But
now.
they make record players now and stuff.
I'm laughing because I give two good statues and everybody's like, "Hey, that phone's amazing as hell."
Yeah, right.
yeah, right. No, it's cool.
I love
Talk about the statue, you guys.
Listen, I look at everything in the picture in the background, so that phone.
Yeah.
Make sure you dust.
Yeah, I like that phone.
Right. But yeah, I love both of them like equally. They both grab my eye every single time I walk in there. I go straight to the Doom or straight to the Wolverine versus Wendigo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Crazy.
Great piece, man. Great piece.
And our guy D-Rock shared this one. He says, "Definitely Magneto. The present just speaks for itself." And there's that aura you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. There it looks more metallic. Okay.
I would
Looks
love
more
like that.
subdued.
And there's the dark torso that Buck was talking about.
I wish they made this in 1/4. This would be
Me
like
too.
probably the best Magneto made.
I think so too. They should have like the
If they
sculpted
did that,
cape.
I would have bought it.
Yeah, the only reason why I didn't get it because I didn't want him to be as big as Apocalypse. But I think this is like probably one of the best Magnetos out there. I mean, it definitely spells Jim Lee all over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We should not allow people to say presence anymore. Will they be happy with a pillar of salt? I think they like it because it's.
Bob, shut up.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
That's what you're supposed to say.
I deserve that. I was hating on D-Rock.
This is Cash the Gemini right here, and he just got
What do you
this
think
piece
about?
too.
I like this piece, but what do you guys think about the airbrushing on the because on the other one, it's just solid paint. You know what I'm saying for her mask. But I know this is like I mean this is good. I'm just saying
It has a gradient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I think she's
it
cute in
fits.
this. I think she's cute in this one. She's not the other one looked like she's ready for action. This one looked like, I don't know. I guess he's going for a cute pose.
You think it's like an art germ
She
feel,
looks like she's ready for
Yeah.
action too, just different kind of action.
Wow.
So what is she gonna do? What is she gonna do with that stick, Pudgy?
All
right.
We'll discuss it.
It's gonna be a hot toy. Gonna be a hot toy.
Chicken wow wow.
Hot toy stand. Hot toy
Oh,
stand.
man.
Huntress Del Rio.
Oh, there it goes. The crown jewel of my collection is this piece. For me, it's the perfect depiction of my favorite character from my favorite piece of pop culture. Not my rarest or most expensive piece, but it's my favorite.
Goddamn.
If I had to keep one statue and sell everything else, this is what I would keep.
That's
Yes,
Buck.
yes,
I
yes,
know
for a
it's Buck.
picture, not a biography.
It's Buck.
Wow, God.
No, I like
Isn't
this.
it Buck?
The only reason I'm saying this is I know it's Buck. Hello, I know. It's
Yeah,
Are you sure this is Buck? Rashid
Yeah.
says Buck doesn't have anime statues.
Oh, look, Jaden said next. Just kidding, just kidding. Oh, it's an awesome piece, man. You did an unboxing on this one on our
Yeah,
channel.
dude. I love this
Those-
piece so much. My favorite character.
I love how you could change like the portraits on this one, go from Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3. That was badass.
And the way they
Well-
did the engineering so they all fit properly.
Your anime boys ain't trying to create Ninja Scroll characters or
There's-
Vampire
there's-
Hunter D
there's-
Bloodlust characters.
Dude, there's a Vampire Hunter D statue. Did you
Just
see it?
one for an
The
anime
one on
boy
horse. Yeah, it's
That's
like
the-
the
that's
one on horse.
coalition. You guys only got one statue. I mean,
So
where's
this
the
is what we're
most-
talking about earlier, right? That guy doesn't give people the licenses to anything he makes. They had to beg him for like 4 years before he gave it to them.
Oh, the creator.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So he's like Todd McFarlane Jr.
Yeah, exactly. He's like McFarlane, but Japanese. Like they really had to try for a while before he gave them the license. And it's pretty expensive. That's why the statue costs like over $2,000.
The hell is that?
So this is shared by one of our guys, Joe. He says Raziel by Gaming
Raziel.
Heads.
Soul
Raziel
Reaver, right?
by
Yeah.
Gaming Heads.
Soul Reaver. Yeah.
It's the one for me. The first piece in my collection, over 2 feet tall, and got it brand new for under $400 just over 3 years ago. After pre-ordering it, damn, near 5 years ago, the wait was worth it. So yeah,
I played Legacy of Kain.
I don't think I've ever seen this game or heard of it.
It's a fun game.
It was on PS1 and PS2, I believe.
Oh, look at that! Some people know. Ultra Instinct, Raziel. Well, that's cool. Well, and then yeah. Well, everyone, thanks for sharing your pictures. Like, I think these are all badass, and I think like for the most part, like they would capture my eye too. So these are really cool. Thanks again, and we get into more pictures. Old school sideshow, Logan. I still think it looks badass.
Yeah, I slept
like
on this
that piece.
piece, but I eventually got it. So it's a badass piece, man.
I like the Jack Nicholson portrait. Sick.
The sculpt on this is so good, but also the fabric, the jeans are so good as well. I don't know
Yeah.
how well they'll last in the long run, but like the tailoring they did is such a good job. The way it like creases around his
That's
knee
hot.
and like everything, it just fits so well.
It looks
Look
like
at the
denim,
arms.
real denim.
Even the
right?
stitching
Yeah.
at the,
Look
the
at the
stitching
veins.
at the bottom of the pant leg.
Mm-hmm. I
I'm
used to
more
have this
impressed.
piece.
I'm more impressed with the arms, like the veins and the tones of
Yeah.
the arms, man. I think this piece came out good. I slept on this piece at first, but when I saw it, I mean, this piece is hot.
There's also like the dog tags magnetized to the torso, so they don't
Yeah.
swing around in front. There's like
That's
so
really
many
cool.
cool
nice.
things with this piece.
Fuck,
But the
you
white
sold it?
beater,
Yeah, so like a really good friend asked me for it a while back, and I just like, yeah, fuck it.
the white beater though, it looks like it's real too. It's old.
It's called a tank top, by the way. That's what they told me to say. I call it wife
So
beater.
go ahead.
Can't say
People-
that anymore.
Yeah.
Say that. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
We can.
Who says you
we
can't
can.
say it?
I
You
don't
can't
know.
be canceled, Rashid.
There are worse things that we can call it. So we'll stay with wife beater.
Yeah, I really like this one. And Constructive Outrage was held last week. The statue greatness. What were you guys talking about last week, Rashid?
Say it one more time.
What were you guys talking about last week?
Last episode.
He didn't see that episode.
I was in it, you dummy. No, we was talking about like with the number one, the Boba Fett ship came and went like it sold out real quick, and I forgot we was talking about the Angelus. It was actually like what pieces did we like the most out of I think XM.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah.
And everybody picked out their one thing, and I picked the Angelus for this year. But that Boba Fett ship, that was a shock for me. That I thought he was gonna do that like probably like next year, but he came out with it last week, and I was lucky enough. Sold out, and I think he sold out in 11 minutes. And you're talking about the ship goes for 2,250 with a deposit of 450. Sold out in 11 minutes.
Damn.
It's supposed to have fiber. It's supposed to have fiber optics inside. Boba Fett's gonna be removable. You could take the cockpit glass out, lights, engine lights, and I forgot. I think it's gonna be 100 made, and it's gonna be a big ship. It's gonna be a big ship. So.
52 pounds on this guy, man. It's gonna be huge.
Oh, what the fuck? Can everyone see JNDR win in the corner?
This one right here.
Oh my god, Sam's a clown, man.
Yeah, but this is gonna be my last ship from NYC though. I'm not buying any more Star Wars ships after this.
Mm-hmm. I passed up on it just because the weight, man. The weight and the size just killed me. I wanted to get it with my NYC N1.
Yeah. But well, if I could get John to buy this Batwing, it would help. You know,
give me a realistic price.
What are you talking about? I'll give you the price I got it for. Yeah,
that's not realistic. This is 2023. That's not realistic. Hello.
Oh, you bugging, man.
You're selling in 2012 prices. Hello.
Yo, you said that you paid for double over in Canada.
You the crack king though, Rashid. You the crack king.
I don't sell crack, my man.
Are you guys gonna have an episode tomorrow?
I want to send my prayers. Also, I'm sorry. I want to send my prayers out to Crip for his mom. So he hasn't been talking because his mom, but he let us know that his mom is okay. So whatever happened, it depends on his situation with his mother.
Oh,
yeah. I'm sorry, man. I didn't know.
I didn't know.
You know, I don't want to put it out there, but just prayers to his moms and.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If everything goes good, then we have a show. If not, family comes first. These shows gotta come last.
Of course,
Hogan will take over. Don't worry, I got you guys.
Yeah, you come. But don't you be thinking you can X me out. That's all I'm saying. But I'm just happy that he came out with the Slave One shit. I mean, I wasn't ready for it, but I had to jump on that.
Brian Wong says, first time into this channel. Hello all. What's up, Brian?
Turn around, Brian. Walk the other way, Brian. Run, Brian.
Run, Forrest, run.
At the end of the year, you bastards took my money. You bastards.
I got a question.
No questions here, Mark. Matt.
What's okay. You probably don't even know. The girl, what's her name?
Angelus.
The other statue? Angelus? So I like that statue, but it just reminds me too much of Wanda from Living Color. I just can't. Can't kick it. Am I right? Tiggy, am I right? What do you look at? You remember Jamie Foxx?
Yo, them cataracts in your eyes is messing you up, bro.
She's from which play?
Okay.
Oh man.
Well,
you see it, don't you? You see it, right?
It's so sad.
You know what's crazy?
I didn't until you said that.
I know who's crazy.
Exactly. Now you can't unsee it. Piggy, you can't unsee it, can you?
No, I can't unsee it.
And then
yo,
we had
Piggy,
episode...
don't fall victim to this cataract dude, bro. Please.
Wow.
We had episode 75 last Friday, and man, I'm sorry I missed this episode because I was on the toilet for like 3 days. But man, yeah, I was bad. I was bad on Friday. But like, how did it go, John?
It was good. We had a fun time. Jeopardy was just a train wreck.
Tell him who won.
John. It was a train wreck.
Don't tell him who won.
No, I'm not saying anything.
I did.
Who won?
No, but
What's up, Matt? What's up?
John mixes and scratches on Jeopardy.
Yeah, okay, man. Man, you didn't even know where you were during Jeopardy. But anyways, we always have fun. It was a good time.
Rashid is planning to come back a Rashugo. Don't worry. Next time he's gonna come with a Google image search.
The final episode of Jeopardy too.
That was my blood pressure. That episode was.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It was fun.
EMS was called.
So, can you give us like what's gonna?
Why is Cash talking when he's known as sexual chocolate now? I don't know why.
I almost got that clip today too.
Why you running your mouth? When Shane said you was his sexual chocolate.
Paul.
What? Oh no.
Cash.
Here we go.
Why you running your mouth, man? You've been named sexual chocolate, and you up in the chat running your mouth.
Who's called sexual chocolate?
Cash and Gemini.
No, the question
Who's
you asked-
all racial?
Named sexual chocolate.
That boy good.
Why
Terrible.
chocolate though?
Come on, man. I can't talk.
John-
To you. Something wrong.
You can't talk, then just stay silent. Everybody wins.
So really, no more Jeopardy on Friday.
No, of course we're gonna do Jeopardy. Just
Okay.
we'll reevaluate the panel members.
You guys hear that now? The fix is already in.
Oh, Buck! God have mercy.
I know,
Buck.
right?
Jesus.
I know. Buck, John needs to make the order thing public so everybody sees it.
Yeah.
So, John, anything coming up for 76?
No, we'll discuss the week's statue news, and yeah, we'll have some topics. You know, the usual.
Awesome. All right, man. So, our guy Erwin is adding extra pieces to his collection. I know you guys know this guy, but like he's adding
Cooper costume.
Erwin, I thought this was It's Me, Evan.
Is it?
I don't know.
It is.
The reason why is
Is he
because
the dark
he's
side?
like the dark side guy.
The
in
dark
video
side guy.
games.
Yeah. I don't know why I
Wow,
put
they made a
Erwin.
dark side costume.
Yep.
That's
Custom
crazy.
and mask. Yeah.
I gotta give him. That's a hard find. That's crazy.
I never even heard of it. Yeah. But he's adding little templates to it.
Yeah, he did like a collection, like a tour of his like video game and movie and anime and video game collections. It was pretty sick.
Kyle Jordan says, "What's up, guys? I'm gonna listen to you guys in the background while I listen to Magic Cases, or while I build these Magic Cases. These things are frustrating."
Too bad the episode's only 3 hours because you're gonna need more than like 10. But that's fine.
We believe in you. We believe in you.
You can do it.
If you think you're missing a screw, you probably are. Okay, nice.
It's me, Evan. It is. It's me, Evan. Yeah. I don't know why I put Erwin on the top.
How dare you, Steve?
I know. My mistake.
Poor Evan.
I like that baby Godzilla.
Look at this little
Yeah, these
Dreamcast.
Godzillas are dope.
Jesus,
Yeah,
that's
that
tiny.
Godzilla was amazing.
Like the DC collectible Dark Side.
That's when you know it's time to end the show.
Yeah.
Hey, Rashid, you on?
Look at this thing. He even got the bow and stuff. Crazy.
Alright, I see some One Piece in the back.
Because he has the Prime 1 dark side, right? He has a Prime 1
Yeah,
dark side.
I've seen it in his collection. Yeah, I think I saw it earlier.
Damn.
Well, if he didn't, would he not be a collector?
No. No, I don't know. You think he's gonna get the 1-to-1 bust?
For sure, he has to, or else
Yeah.
it's a failed collection.
I like
We're
this
rising up. He didn't want to show you guys the anime side of his collection.
Of course not. It's embarrassing.
There's no anime.
It would take too long. Look at it. You can see it on the side.
Look at the little Thanos matchbox.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the sound.
Oh, even the Dark Side Matchbox. Look at that.
Wait a minute. I don't see the Hot Wheels Thanos copter. Evan, do you have it?
It's in the bathroom.
He's not a real collector.
Yeah, let's get him out of here.
Wow. He doesn't have the copter, so it doesn't qualify.
So and then our guy Gotham Cinebites did an unboxing on this. What's this thing called?
The Jigsaw.
Bobblehead. Yeah, Jigsaw. Did you guys get to watch it yet?
I love his intro with
The
Liam. Was
intro,
amazing. Yeah, it was priceless.
I didn't see it.
his kid rolls in the beginning of the video. His kid rolls to the room, and he just.
Yo, that's creepy, man. That's real creepy.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, he has a remote control one. Okay, see.
Yep. And then so I brought this Hot Toys thing over because I think I'm gonna go for the Joker, but John, you said it's just like a regular release, right? It's gonna be at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sideshow.
9 a.m. PST
Noon
on Sideshow.
on the East Coast.
17th and the 18th. You should RSVP, but I personally will be refreshing the Sideshow page. I'm not gonna wait.
It's going to sell out
immediately.
Yeah.
The website
5
will
minutes,
time
probably.
out.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to go for this guy. I know everyone's gonna go for both, but we'll see how it goes.
Which one you going for, Steve? The Joker or the Anakin?
Just the Joker, man. I want to see how it looks like. To be honest, in person, I'm just gonna grab.
You just
want to
comb its hair. That's all. That's
yeah, right.
You want to sit there and comb its hair.
I think the Anakin. I love how the Anakin here is. So.
Oh, look at that. So it says, dude, I'm actually missing one of my enhancement bars that run through the bottom, so that's a setback. I'll have to wait another 8 months.
Hey,
oh,
dude,
look. Brian
do the
Wong says, let me
lightsabers light
check
up?
with my team. Oh, that's cool. The lightsaber does light up. It comes with USB. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they can light the lightsaber in 1/6 scale, but they can't do it on the statues?
I know, right? Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You know how many years it took them to do this properly? USB powered now. Do you know how many years it took?
We're in the future, man.
They could do it in the statues. They were just lazy.
So yeah, be going for that guy. And then this Moff Gideon came out. I just got this thing this year, I think. The previous version.
Yeah, yours is worthless now.
I know. It is.
Wow.
100% it is. His portrait alone. This portrait is compared
This
to the
portrait
other.
is better.
This portrait's better.
I don't like the helmet on this one.
I don't like his hairstyle. It looks
You
weird.
mean the horn helmet?
I don't like the horns. That's so
Nah,
stupid.
that's hot, man.
That
like
looks
that?
like first thing I saw when I saw that. It reminded me of Hello
Oh.
Kitty.
Oh, I thought it was Darth. I thought you said Darth Maul.
It is Darth Maul. It kind of reminds me of Darth Maul, but I haven't watched this episode yet. But the horns when I saw them, I'm like, what the? It reminds me of a cat. I don't know.
You know what I'm mad about? They didn't talk about Darth Maul in the movie. Why the horns were there?
Yeah,
that's
They
what
didn't. Yeah.
No, that's if they would have said they followed Darth Maul's reign, it would have made it more better.
Yeah.
God damn, Brian responded real quick. Holy man, that's
The
pretty good.
The price on this guy, I think, is like $500, right, John?
Yeah, it's gonna be high fours.
Yeah.
500. It's gonna be a pretty penny.
Why does the name Brian Wong sound familiar?
I know,
He's
right? That sounds
he's the
familiar.
Magicase owner, no? He's the one that runs Magicase.
Who knows?
I do.
not too
I'm telling you.
Okay.
He just said, let me check with my team. Oh,
Yeah, that's cool. Though. Got a freaking answer right there, Kyle.
that's what I'm saying.
John, no one listens to you.
I hate it. That's the problem. That's why it's all going down the shitter.
John, the only time I'm answering questions I'm not answering questions for free if it's not Jeopardy.
Who's okay? Well, I'm so sorry to hear that because
I need points.
you didn't make the cut. No, I'm kidding.
Well, thanks, Brian.
Brian,
looks-
thank you for listening and being in here and watching. That was very good customer service.
I like this a lot. This looks really
portrait
cool.
looks
You can
amazing.
move the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of why Hot Toys sucks.
Loved it in Breaking Bad.
The Hot Toys sucks because they clearly just don't give a rat's ass about anybody. The OG collectors. I'm sorry, and they did the same thing with the Armorer. And
Yeah. I just got the armor too.
Steamrolled.
Yeah. I got both of these guys, the armor and the Gideon, like this year, and now they're like redoing it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes, sir. Old news.
Yeah. This looks badass though. I asked around the 6 scale community, like if I could just buy the portrait by itself and it'll fit on my old one. They
Never
said
asked me.
they said it'll fit, so
Yeah,
I might
it
just
will.
buy the portrait.
Yeah.
$60-$70.
Yeah, that's not bad. I don't want to buy the whole statue or the whole figure again.
Yeah.
They can
I think
sell
you'll be
them.
able to get him to sign it though. I think you'll be able to meet.
Yeah.
You know.
I met him 3 times already. I just haven't had any
How
autographs.
cool
from
is
him.
he?
He's really cool. He's really nice too, man. He speaks Spanish and all that other stuff. So he's a really cool guy.
He's a great
Like,
actor.
His
Spicy.
voice is crazy, man. He has a
Listen,
really strong voice.
He'll always be bugging out.
Big brother. He'll always be Big Brother Dean Almighty.
Says more toys. Get him off the screen.
I read that. I laughed.
Oh yeah, Piggy, you have the statue, right? The sideshow one.
And I went over everybody's head.
Yes, sir.
And then Joe shared. He heard I was watching My Hero Academia, and he was like, "Let me show you a statue really quick."
Plus Ultra. Yo, that's another one we got, guys. It's coming. Steve's first anime piece. Don't worry.
What?
What?
Oh, this is pretty cool though. I'm liking the anime so far. It's pretty good.
Do you like it enough to own a piece?
No,
not yet. I haven't seen any character yet.
We'll get the Frieza.
Talking about DBZ, DBGT. This looks pretty cool. This is full scale, man. This is 1-1 scale.
Mark loves this. It blows my mind.
Mark Books?
Sorry, Slifer.
Oh yeah. Dang. These look good, but 1-to-1's like I would. No.
You don't like it, Buck?
He doesn't
They
like.
look. They
His
look
outfit
good.
looks like spray foam.
He doesn't like this.
They look good. I don't like this show.
I said spray.
Yeah.
All right. Jesus.
Now I can't.
This is what they're saying 3 form.
Super Saiyan 4.
Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah.
Same shit. Bro.
I think it looks really good, but yeah, I think this one's going for pre-order pretty soon.
Yeah, but they don't even acknowledge this form anymore, right?
No, it's not
Because
canon,
it's not
so-
canon.
See?
Live customer
But it
service.
is
Doesn't get better
definitely
than that.
popular. It's popular.
Yeah, Brian Wong. But cool. And then this other collector posted these. I think we've seen this one before, right? I have a
The
feeling.
gaming collection? Yeah.
Nah. Oh yeah, so I brought this one for Rashid.
Yeah, the anime show.
Rashid, I saw this thing for sale
Ooh.
3 times already.
Talking about the Doom.
The Doom, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that. That's just almost all of a can of worms. I'm not going. I like it though. I think it's an awesome video game piece, but I don't even play the video game. I'm not even gonna do it to myself.
Damn. This dude only has video game pieces?
I
Huh?
think so.
Yeah.
It's only video games.
I only see video game pieces.
No, yeah. Yeah.
The company Prime 1, first 4 figures, pure
How
art.
much you sold for Sam? Was it? I mean, Steve. How much you? How much you sold? for Sam?
I saw one, the regular edition, $1,800. Then the exclusive for $2,200.
2,200. Wow,
Shipped
that's cheap.
or
I think it was just it didn't
just
include
the price?
shipping.
Yeah, but
that's
still,
that's
that's
cheap.
good. I think it's
That's
like
cheap.
retailed for 26 or 27. Wow.
And I saw 3 of them too, man. It's the people are getting rid of their stuff.
Do you think they just don't is video games they tired of, or they just need the money?
They
I probably just
money,
need
I
the
think.
money. And
This is
also
an
something
awesome
this
piece.
expensive, you can't expect to sell it for retail,
Right.
especially when there's no hype around it.
Yeah, no one knows about Doom. Like, I like it a lot, but
You know they're coming out with God of War head bust, right? Life size head bust, another one.
I didn't hear about that. Who's making that?
I don't know who's making
Custom
that.
group,
Thing
right?
that's custom.
Yeah.
Yeah, more video games in another room, man. This guy doesn't joke around.
Who's that up top? I can't tell from the legs and the boots.
This one?
Maybe on the left. You can just see the boots. Anyone know that?
It's Jack Sparrow.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Oh, that's
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
It's up top, very top. You just see his boots. I don't know who it is. At first, I thought it was Judge Dredd. But,
Oh, that's Mortal Kombat, like one of the bad guys.
Kodo Khan?
Yeah, that's him. I think you
You-
see it over here. Where is it?
Is it like showing
Could be
before
Night-
and
could be
after?
Night Wolf.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
okay, it
right.
is. It is.
Yeah. But then I saw this custom. I thought that was pretty interesting.
It's got
I
the
don't like-
scrotum skin.
Something about the skin, I was gonna say that's not capturing my eye, and I think that's what it was. It looks too much like a scrotum skin.
Scrotum skin?
Green?
Sack.
If y'all got green scrotum skin, something's wrong.
Holy cow, see a doctor.
Time to go
Look at it, man. Come on.
Oh, man.
Emergency.
This is where.
So are you holding out for the dick skin? No.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Well, more vascularity that way. You'll get to see all the veins.
Day one. Day one.
Day one.
They got an uncut version. There you go.
Oh my god.
Wow. Dang. Oh, then Matt stopped by a comic book store, and this is the first thing he saw.
Is this a comic book store?
No,
I don't see any
it's
comic
not.
pieces.
It's not a comic book store.
That's
Steve.
the host gaslighting everybody on the panel. You see that?
Yeah, no, it was just this. It was pretty cool. I was driving down Rockville Pike, and I looked over to the left, and I saw this giant anime figure in the window, and I was like, "What?" So I turned around. I went back to the store, and it's got a lot of Asian products that are in it. It's more or less like a convenience shop or a store that's got a lot of different merchandise in it, and it's from everything. It's not just
imported stuff.
figures. It's got a lot of imported stuff. Thanks, Pudgy. And of course, it had a ton of statues, ton of anime statues. I mean, was a whole wall full of them, shelves. They had I don't know what the ones they had behind the counter. I took a picture of those. These guys are pretty much life size. So I figured, Rashid, I'll give you the number so you can get one of those life size anime pieces.
Hey.
I'll only use it for target practice, my man.
Sounds like the shelves. It looks like the shelves are really full. It doesn't look like they're selling. You hate to see it.
Wow.
The paint's gonna fade.
Well, it was just really cool, man. I mean, I have no idea what a lot of these pieces are, but I figured, of course, obviously, Buck, I thought about you when I saw that stuff, and I was like, hey, I figured you might appreciate this. So
You should do the flex, man.
I went back.
We'll let you do it. Do the flex. Come on. Double bicep.
Nah, man, you don't want to see me moon everybody on TV.
So
whatever.
God. Matt, they wasn't selling these pieces.
No, yeah, they are. They were. They have price tags on them. If you look at them really close, some of them are really cool. Like that one right there with the dude on the snake head or whatever it was. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
the dragons were cool. Huh?
Okay.
The Squirtle's nice.
Jesus, well, it's PG-13 year.
Oh my god. Squirtle.
So they're all about. I guess they're all about 1/6 scale. Is that what it is? That's what they look like, about the size. They're really cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. They were pretty cool. And they had a lot of them. Like I said, the store's pretty big, and they had them all on the shelves all over the place.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna get into some memes. A picture of Earth before and after your opinion.
Nobody gives a shit.
Apparently, when you drink a pint of beer, you shorten your lifespan by 9 minutes. So, according to my calculations, I died sometime in 64.
Yeah, nice.
Ain't no way in hell this the same son we was playing in when we was little. That's true. Wife, can you believe Sharon's husband spent $3,200 on a set of golf clubs? Who spends that much on a hobby?
That is a great graphic.
So this is funny. So reality.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
It's such a. This shit is so depressing, man.
I know.
It's the truth, so he was just the assistant. Oh my god. A DeLorean count.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, wow.
I'm this old.
Oh wow, I have that.
Iowa. I haven't seen an Iowa check
shit.
in forever.
Wow.
My dad had that.
Mm-hmm.
6-disc
Nah,
CD
man.
changer,
I gotta-
tape deck.
You had to take a college course to know how to operate
No,
this
I had
thing.
Not really.
I had the 3-disc.
You talking about JC?
I guess I was just a kid, Pudgy, because I used to look at this and I was like, what the hell?
shit.
Like, where do I
I
press?
still got a similar setup.
I don't know. Do any of you guys
Man,
still
I
have
got 'em.
any of you guys still have CDs?
No.
Yeah.
I
do.
do.
I
I
do.
do.
Seven.
sir.
It's got a
I
7-band equalizer.
I just
Them
sometimes feel like you should
CDs,
keep a hard copy pause, but just in case, you know what I'm saying?
I got-
everything
Bro,
went down.
I still got
I got a-
LPs, man.
I got
What
a-
you talking about?
I got a
Which
cassette deck in my
I
old
got
Mustang.
mad vinyl albums, and I got a couple of tapes.
Rashid
I was
sells
at Target the
CDs.
other day, and they were still selling CDs. I was like, what?
Yeah, just in
Oh.
case the atom bomb hits, then you can still listen to his music.
Me too. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Hey, I'm about to pull out my Techniques
Please don't. pull out.
turntable, man.
Oh my god.
Techniques. Oh no.
Oh wow.
Is that the same game? That's Jurassic Park. Oh my god.
Damn.
Hey, but why does the storage look like a refrigerator, man?
It
looks
does.
like-
think it is a
I think it is a refrigerator. You just converted it.
And it's all the same game. Like this dude is disturbed.
Yeah, he's only trying to own all the copies left.
And then a bottle of
Sell it.
Bacardi.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, this is funny.
Serial killer in the making.
Get the chair. Violence is introduced to humanity for the first time.
Oh man.
yo, those gamers
I don't
though
know
go
about
hard.
that. I mean,
Man.
who
I used to
knows
play
been
my
around
brothers
how
in
long?
this.
Pudgy, is that you on the left? On the right?
Fuck no. 78. I was younger than that.
Oh man.
Oh, here's that
That's a young
NYC
Pudgy
piece
with hair.
that Rashid was talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's the shit right there.
Look at that thing. This thing lights up, man. George and from MC did a video on this thing. This thing.
But that
is-
obviously Rashid didn't get it because he's retired.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
I always told people that I'm still waiting for the Slave 1 ship. So shut up, dummy.
Hey, Rashid, you said that about every piece you done bought every 4 times a month.
Yeah, every time
Nah,
I buy the new
I'm
piece, he's
actually-
been waiting for it.
no, but I had to. Luckily, my ex-girlfriend.
Who'd you tell?
What happened?
He told his mysterious ex-girlfriend he was gonna get that. Oh, I told everybody. Oh, I told everybody.
I was able to get a storage unit. I'm just saying that I ran out of space, so
Yeah.
you know I can't. I don't want my house looking crazy with boxes. I can't do that.
This looks really good, though. I almost jumped on this one, to be honest.
but-
Like,
I'm definitely getting this one. If I can finally find somebody to buy the Batwing, you know, I'm definitely good. You know, but I mean, I'm definitely I'd rather this than the Batwing.
Some nice weathering.
How dare you?
There was a dude in Canada looking for it. There was a dude in Canada looking for it, Rashid.
Nah, he's a cheap bastard. Nah.
it's a cheap ass.
Did
Yeah,
Master Replica do one of these?
No, I was always waiting for Master Replica to do it, and they went out of business. So I guess that's why they never did it. And you want to know something? This ship, for some reason, is not the shape. The paint job, they always claim is hard to do because it's the way the box. You see how the splash of the grease, the paint's supposed to be like peeling off of it all around the ship.
The chipping.
Yeah, and you can't have it looking new at all. It's not supposed to look new. It's supposed to look like this. Some people say it's supposed to be looking worse than this, you know, but you know.
Yeah, you can only go so far with these things, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, if you're doing something
mass-produced,
mass produced, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, NYC definitely they got Star Wars in a chokehold right now. So
Hey, Duck asked if it costs 3 stacks.
you get no crackhead price, Slifer.
So what was the price on this? 2,200, right? Or was it more than that?
2250? 2250. Yeah.
Fire spray.
Deposit is 450. Deposit was 450.
Dang.
And it sold out in 11 minutes.
I'm saying.
I don't care what Disney says. I'm not calling it a fire spray. It will always be Slave 1.
Yeah, I would never call it a fire spray. It's always going to be Slave 1.
Yeah.
I mean, he put Slave 1, then he put it below. Because
Yeah.
technically, the Millennium Falcon, every ship has a normal military name, I
Yeah.
guess, but it's Slave 1. So it's always going to be Slave 1. That's why I kept my Slave 1 in the box from, that says Slave 1 until they stop.
Yeah.
You know,
Lego?
It's
No,
like
not the
F-14
Lego.
and Tomcat, F-16 and Falcon. Same thing.
That tells you something too, though. It's sold out in 11 minutes at $2,200 or $2,250, and people are still buying. But people always say people are
crazy. That's the thing.
yeah, there's that.
Well,
too,
these are
right?
people that when Master Replica was around, they always wanted these type of shows. When he puts up his man, this
Oh, CC says it sold out in 5 minutes, capped it at
5 minutes.
200.
Oh, okay.
Dang. I'll wait you out, Rashid.
Okay. Hold your breath. Please hold your breath.
What's up, CC?
Oh man,
NYC doing a good job, man.
I think so. Yeah, look at all that stuff. A lot of detail to this thing.
And they didn't cap it at 100. I just got an email. They said they capped it at 100.
200.
I got an email saying they capped it at 100. I have an email from
Oh boy,
NYC.
yes, it's at 200. I don't think it's worth 2,000.
I saw Valzad.
This was cool. I know this one came out a while back, or
Bushy, right?
No, this is Nissim.
Yeah, it's Bushy.
Oh, is that him?
Yes, Bushy.
Nissim Bushy. Oh,
Yeah.
I love this pose, man. This pose is really cool.
I know.
for Soups.
I was it's a low ES too.
This reminds me of the first Hush Batman from Prime 1.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
I like his work.
That looks amazing.
And it comes out with like swap outs too. That's crazy.
That's cool.
I actually want this piece.
What's that?
I
Good
don't.
luck.
Yeah, I don't know who made it or if it's still available, but this is pretty cool.
Yeesh.
And then we got our guy Omar sharing his this putter thing, man. This thing is massive. This thing is beautiful.
See that Kuma bus? I like that. That looks
Who
good.
made that? Do you happen to know?
PCS, I think.
PCS.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Pop Culture
see-
Shock.
Do you see the expression on his face though?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy, man.
Grinning and everything.
He has the Doom on throne above.
Yep. Magneto.
With the exclusive
Chalice.
Yeah, you could tell though he doesn't really care about this part of his collection because the anime section has way more life on it.
Come on, bro.
Somebody call the executioner.
He's persistent. You got to give him that. You know?
Oh man.
This thing looks like just like the movie. That thing looks tight. All right, and then he also had a Doom. I'm still like contemplating this one, man.
I think it's the best Doom. I like it better than the one on throne, believe it or not.
I'm not digging the skirt.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I'm not digging the cape to be honest. Like he looks good like that to me, but I don't know if I would get him.
I like the cape, man.
I have to agree with Rashid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember back in the day they would have people make custom capes. Like I feel like I'm surprised nobody has. No, he won't make. He's not gonna make he won't make a vinyl cape. I mean, I'm surprised people are not making a custom cape for this piece.
I made one for this dude.
I don't think it's engineered to take it, right? Is that like if you try? Do you mean a custom sculpted kit?
Like vinyl though, Buck. You understand?
Yeah.
So,
So it's light.
Right. So and it won't crack like that. You know.
This is an awesome piece, man. Like
I think it's a badass Doom. I think it spells exactly. It looks like how he's supposed to look.
Yeah. Yeah. But Omar shared this one. And look, it looks really good there too. Like in the middle of everybody.
I used to have that She-Hulk. That was a nice She-Hulk that came out.
Who sculpted that one again? Mark Newman?
Who, the She-Hulk?
Yeah.
I forgot, but it was hard to find after a while when she sold out.
Oh, one of the guys, Pons, finally showed his collection a little bit.
Yo, Optimus Prime, he on crack, man.
Look at this thing. It reminds me of Crippler,
Wow.
to be honest. Yeah, I like this setup.
Yeah,
Like
it's hot.
speaker overload and just this is gonna be his movie station, I'm guessing. What's up, J Rob? And then a little bit news from PCS. Freaking more pictures on the Candyman finally.
Oh, that looks so sus.
Yo, Pudgy. I'm sorry. Piggy.
Yes, sir.
Is this coat supposed to be weathered, or it's supposed to be like that the way it is?
It's supposed to be like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
Like
getting this
clean and everything.
Yeah. Because if you look at the movie, when he comes, his coat isn't weathered. The only wear and tear you see on his coat is when he actually opens it and you see all the bees inside of his torso.
Oh, okay.
Really good likeness.
Do you wish that they would open the jacket up though?
Yeah, for sure. Like I was hoping when they did the reveal of the additional pictures that it would be opposed with the jacket open. For sure, that would have set this piece off if he had the jacket open. But I'll settle for like the intestines at the base, but I would have preferred the jacket open.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this looks badass to be honest right here.
I can't wait, man.
So it's 28 inches tall, 19 inches wide, 15 inches deep, and I saw this in person. It's a third scale, of course. It's massive. The base is beautiful though. It takes up a lot of room, I think. It's really nice though. The bees and the honeycomb on the bottom is a nice effect.
Sorry, what scale did you say this was?
1/3.
Yeah, it's supposed to go up for PO on the 17th, which is what, tomorrow or
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, I know for sure I'm getting it day one. I think Terry's waiting for it to drop. I think Cash is waiting for it to drop.
Affiliate link, baby.
Yeah.
Steve, was the blade big too?
Yeah, it was as big as this guy.
Okay.
There's a secret add-on if you buy the Ultra Edition or whatever. This platinum.
It's two hands and those two hands, gloved hands, and I can't see what that is.
A brush.
I mean, you get.
That's what the fuck? That's black rubber gloves. That's a part of the package. Yeah.
That's for handling it. Yeah.
Or like a secret one. They give you like a mystery white liquid to put. I'm sorry.
A mystery white liquid. I've seen that movie.
I like the. I think
I made one.
I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant giving the brush, because then you give incentive to tell your wife, hey, you get a free makeup brush with a.
Oh yeah, that'll go over well.
What about that coin? He's still doing the coin thing? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that goes with every statue now. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it with everyone or?
Every new one you get entered. Well, he drops one in supposedly. Yeah. And our guy Phoenix took a picture of this car. So I read somewhere if a car has more than like 3 bumper stickers on the car itself, they're considered insane.
I thought you were gonna say it's illegal or something.
No. They're considered insane to a bunch of studies. If you have on the back of your car, if you have more than 3, like this guy.
See, I told you, Rashid.
Especially around election day.
No, you know what's crazy? I've seen people who have brand new cars and they put sticker. I would never put a sticker on a car. Never.
On a brand new car too.
Yeah, man.
This looks like a brand new car. This guy jacked it up. I don't know. But thanks, Phoenix, for keeping an eye out. And Piggy got this CDC with a custom plate.
Banner of War.
Yeah, I have been after this particular comic for a while, so I finally got a chance to get my hands on it. So I'm pretty hyped about it.
Is this during the Donny Cates run? This is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember this one. Donny Cates, yeah. Donny Cates story.
Okay. Brenton was telling me about this one. He has this Mind Palace thing that like Bruce is using to pilot Hulk.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I read it. I don't know if you guys remember like the Borders bookstores when they used to have like the little comic sections, and I sat there and read it, and I was like, man, I'm gonna come back and get this tomorrow. And when I came back, it was gone. So I've been kind of after it ever since. So I finally got my chance to get my hands on it. So
Awesome.
Really hyped about it.
And our boy Rashid shared a bunch of his collection again, and man, I completely forgot how big this Ghost Rider was. This thing is massive.
That looks amazing. The fire on the wheels.
I was just mad. I was just happy to get out of Facebook jail. That's what I saw.
Oh man,
I was like, I'm free.
they need to put Rashid back in the Phantom Zone.
Only suckers say stuff like that, man.
And I didn't know the mask came off of this one. When you posted this picture, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, who made this one?
That's ECC.
Oh,
That's crazy. Yeah, and then he also got the Super Scroll. This thing is massive, man. How are you liking it? You still liking it, or?
Yeah, I like it. They only made 499 of these, so they make a lot of these pieces and stuff. So I definitely like this piece, though.
Did you stick with the translucent one?
So
or?
far, I haven't taken it downstairs yet, but I don't know. You can't keep going back in that big ass box.
What were you gonna say, Buck?
no, I was gonna ask him if he left it in this room.
Nah. This is the Star Wars room, bro. I don't do no Marvel kids no play in here.
Awesome. And then this picture, I don't know if you guys know Edge. But Edge is an awesome WWF wrestler, and my guy, he collects Bowens.
The Bowen collector. There you go.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Oh,
In the
he
bus,
also-
if you scroll down.
No anime, thank God.
That Punisher. That Punisher.
Yeah, no anime, thank God.
That's
Was
Bowen.
that Punisher bone? Wow.
Yeah.
I almost bought that piece too.
A bunch of Comic-Con tickets or passes.
Didn't he really get into a fight with another wrestler over a girl?
Of course,
Yeah,
he's the
over,
Rated Superstar.
Eve.
Yeah.
But Eve was Kane's wife or something beforehand. I think it was Eve. Her name is Eve, right? Or Lita. It was Lita.
Lita.
With Matt Hardy.
Lita, yeah. I can't remember. Shit.
Oh, you know who this belongs to, right?
Ronnie
Starks, yeah.
Wow. Was that made or was that
Yeah, it's Prime 1.
Oh, it's Prime 1?
Yeah.
I didn't know that they came out already.
Yeah, I thought it was going to come out like next year, but this guy has it in hand already.
What's this? Black Watch?
I forget the name.
Blackout?
Blackout. Oh, no, the name.
Is that the one you turn to the helicopter? Turns to the helicopter?
Yep.
That's why that blade is there, man.
And
Yeah, that's the piece you told everybody you're gonna get, right, Rashid? You told everybody you're getting that.
Look at that.
You've been waiting on it, right?
That looks clean, black. That looks amazing.
Yeah.
And whose
That's
collection
nice.
is this?
Oh, this is Ronnie Starks.
Vertigo has a podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I actually like it. It's really, really good.
Oh, we gotta check it out.
I thought he only did Iron Man. He does Transformers also.
Yeah, he does everything, man. This guy has like buildings dedicated to like his collection.
Wow.
His what's Transformer stuff is amazing. I don't know where he gets them from or how he gets them all. But then I saw this one. I thought this was interesting. Victor sculpted this one. It's like a different iteration on Joker. That's pretty cool.
I think Sideshow should have came out with a new Joker bus.
Yeah, especially with like
They already they did one, right? That one with the crazy hair.
That thing look. I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
that one's not on their website anymore. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that. I think Eric,
it was sold out.
but it's not on their website anymore at all.
That's what they usually do, right? Sometimes if a piece sells out, it'll just disappear. You won't be able to find it unless you go to product archives, and even then, sometimes some pieces aren't even in there at all. It's pretty annoying when you're looking for old pieces. You can't find them.
Thought that was cool. And then Waste Studios is coming. They went to a Comic-Con in China, I think, and this stuff is interesting. I haven't heard too many people talking about this stuff.
Is this
This is
China?
from the- No, this is what's it called? What's that movie called?
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
The con's name, I don't know if this is China Joy.
I think it was after China Joy. But this is pretty cool. Then they came out with this one.
Megazord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta head out.
No problem, man.
Good, bud.
Hey, have a good night.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you for having me. Thank you for having me.
man.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
I'll see you guys next time.
Nice with it. Congrats on the piece, brother.
Hey,
yeah.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, you guys
See
take
you,
care.
man. You too.
Take care, buddy.
All right, peace.
Oh, and that was our last picture, man. Well, we're back at 3 hours, you guys. I know last week we hit 2.5 hours, and we were like, that's a short episode, so we're back at 3 hours. But the discussion got heated earlier, so I had to steer away from it a little bit. But yeah, man. So
it's not heated. It's called passion. See,
it's passionate discussion.
You got
I'm
some
sorry.
passionate dudes on this.
I don't know why that sounds like an accusation. More than
That's some passionate dudes on this panel.
All right, I almost forgot about this giveaway, so we're gonna do the giveaway now. So, you guys ready? Master
Congratulations.
Tion, if you're watching,
Good luck.
one of the last giveaways. Hit me back, man.
I'm sorry.
I'm putting money on
Cash Gemini.
B-Chan. It's gonna land on B-Chan.
I know, right? That guy wins everything.
the nice guy's gonna win this one.
No, I'm going with Evan.
Here we go.
We're
you guys.
taking bets, it seems.
Let's go.
Yeah, well, I'm not in there. Damn.
You're on the show. B-Chan.
Oh, I didn't add you. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't. Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Come on, Evan.
Oh, round and round.
The nice guy. The nice guy.
Who's telling the
B-Chan.
Wu-Tang
I'm rooting
fan?
for you, B-Chan.
I hear Wu
nice
Tang in
guy.
the background.
Okay, I'm going to say Jesse Hernandez.
Hey, I don't see the nice guy. Oh, the
I'm
nice
going
guy's
to say
coming up.
Jesse Hernandez.
Jaden?
Duck Rogers,
Oh,
DC
Cat.
Collective.
It's gonna be
Carl.
Jaden. It's Jaden.
Come on, Cash.
It's Jaden.
No,
It's me,
not
Carl.
Jaden.
Carl?
It's Carl. Oh.
Carl can't win.
It's Carl.
John
He has
was
to be here.
wrong.
I gotta do 30 seconds.
You gotta respin. Matt wasn't in there.
I'll add his name.
I'm kidding.
Well,
Now
if
you
Carl
gonna
comes
have
up,
Wu-Tang in my head.
Carl,
I hope Carl doesn't show up.
Nope,
Don't
nope,
show up,
Carl.
Carl. Don't show up. Don't show up,
Don't
Carl.
show up, Carl. What the hell?
Carl.
Carl.
Carl, better
20
be
seconds,
asleep.
Carl.
Carl's a pain in the arse.
What?
Oh, I thought that was him for a second.
I know. Shit. He's not showing
He's not
up.
on? Come on, Carl. Where are you, man?
Can't believe
He's having a meeting with Jay.
what's wrong with you, Carl. You can't even.
Oh, I hate to see it.
You mean you can't give up 3 hours of your night just to like watch us?
3 hours. Okay, so I gotta add Matt.
Board
in
him
the
with your
vision.
anime talk. See what happens?
All right, you guys. I'm sorry.
I'm
gonna
still
spin
putting
it
my
one
money
more
on B-Chan.
You
Man.
gonna take Carl
I
out?
still got Evan.
Let's
Come on.
go.
With
You
feeling.
gotta
Come on.
take his name out, no?
You gotta take Carl
No.
out.
You didn't take his name out.
Oh man, I forgot.
Why you gotta take him
Come
out?
on, Evan.
Sleeping at the wheel.
I added
Because he's
yours,
not
man.
here. Hello.
Bum, bum.
Oh man. Okay, Cash. It's gonna be Cash. I
Buck
just saw it.
providing a
No, no.
soundtrack.
It's B.
Buck is another Hans Zimmer.
Where is it? Where is it?
I'm singing the Kurt Angle theme.
You said Ham Zimmer.
Oh, close.
He's giving the soundtrack. Soundtrack
Yeah.
by Buck.
Yeah.
It's me, Evan.
Bats
It's
in the belfry.
JoJo.
No,
It's me,
Sean,
Evan.
Sean Wansley.
Sean Wansley. Wansley.
Bats in the
phone?
belt.
Oh,
No, it's Sean. It's Sean.
you hate to see it.
What was your thing, John? If he's not white, it's because he's not white.
Oh.
Oh, Sean Wansley. You got 30 seconds, man.
That name's suspicious. I don't know.
It's an
I
anime.
wonder if he
sounds-
keeps the statues in the bathroom.
So that's it. I'm unsubscribed.
Sean, we're hitting 3 hours, Sean. Hurry up, buddy.
Yeah.
Get off the
19
toilet and make it
seconds.
to the.
Should have got off the pot. Let's go. Nope. Spin it again.
Wow.
Sean, come on, man. You
7
didn't want it.
seconds.
You gotta
Nobody
want
wants
this
this.
life.
4,
You gotta
3,
want this life.
2, 1.
Oh, he made it. He made it. He made it.
In before the lock.
He made it right before the
Sean,
cut.
Congrats, man.
Lucky.
Congrats, Sean.
Just as the blast door came down.
Yeah, hit me up whenever you get a chance, and I'll ship it to you tomorrow. And congrats,
Sean.
though,
Now
man.
go back to the washer and finish.
I love that though. Hate. Awesome. Well, you guys,
Good
thanks
stuff.
for partaking in this 3-hour show tonight. And Matt, any final thoughts?
Nah, just good to be back sparring my brother Rashid. That's all.
I wasn't paying attention. What'd you say?
Wow. There he goes.
He's like the scarecrow. He's like the scarecrow. You know the scarecrow's missing, right?
It's a little dry, man. The joke's dry.
A brain? I was about to say courage.
Mr. Kennedy, any final thoughts for you?
No. It was a good show.
Good.
To the point.
Awesome. Yeah. How about you, Piggy? Oh, how was SteelCon? I didn't get a chance to go. I had to stay home the whole time.
Man, it was an amazing time down there. I mean, it was a really good time.
Did you meet Tyson?
Yeah, did you get to meet Tyson?
The two people I did not meet were the three people I did not meet were Tyson, Billy D. Williams, and Katie Seagal. I met everyone else.
The
It
three
was
most
an
important
amazing
people.
time. Man, but it was like so packed. It started spilling over
Really?
into the facility across the street. Yeah, it was like
Oh shit.
packed. Yeah, and then there was some sad stuff, but I'll tell you guys about that backstage with like Billy D. Williams and stuff like that. I don't want to kind of say it now, but yeah, but everybody else I met, it was an amazing time. So it kind of got me like pumped to try and do my best to get to the New York Comic-Con coming up in October.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a good time. As always, I appreciate being here, and best night of the week, man.
Awesome. Thanks, man. How about you, John? Any final thoughts?
Collect responsibly. That's pretty much it.
No, cool.
What is Pudgy doing?
I don't know. It's good. How about you, Pudgy?
Smelling his phone.
I just saw him sniff his phone.
Keeps it in his pocket.
What
Keeps it in his
might be
pocket.
what might be the final episode of Jeopardy this Friday on Collectors Club, if John Tart can take it.
That's what you want. We'll clean up the panel and should be good.
Clean up the panel. Whatever could that mean?
Well, Buckfangs, how about you?
The fix is in. I just want to say,
if he says it,
thank
I'm
you for having me.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Oh wow!
Wow. Yeah, I know. I know.
Wow! You see that? He's already making threats. Like, oh, if you say those words,
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, go ahead.
You can't come defend your
And
title.
the Oscar
as
goes to
reigning
That's right, McMahon.
Hercules.
Yeah,
Hercules.
he doesn't want me to stay on top. You know, right now, everyone, I want you to know that I'm.
Hey, I don't care if you're on top or on bottom, just as long as you're not on me.
Oh man! All right, give it a show. Give the mic over to Rashid.
Rashid, how about you? Any final thoughts?
Let's hear this one.
Jeopardy sucks on Fridays.
Perfect.
I'm kidding.
Come on, Scarecrow.
That was good.
Nah, I'm good. You know, I think this how we come to an end for me though.
No one believes that.
Nah, I just
The
think
collecting, but not the streaming.
Oh nah, yeah. Just me collecting.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
be, listen. I'd rather watch you guys spend money, but I'm getting a little tired right now.
Yeah. No,
Are you sure that's the collecting, not the age?
You look older than me, man. You look older than me.
Older than me. This face? Come here. I gotta let my arm look like.
Come here.
Yeah,
Man.
nah, just everybody just have fun. You know what I'm saying? Life is short, man. People have been dying and it's crazy, man.
I'm dying over here because Piggy said Tuesdays were the best day of the week. I'm still trying to recover from that one.
Tuesday's a biggie. Damn.
Big shout out to our guy Crippler, man. I hope everything's going well with you, man.
Yeah.
And
then praise to Crippler's
100%.
mom. Everybody, that's it. Shout out to the whole constructive outrage. Everybody have all the shows. Everybody.
Yeah, if you guys need help with tomorrow's show, like I'll be there, man. Like no problem. But yeah, big shout out to Crippler, Rashid, Shane, Critical Mass, But big shout out to Crippler for everything, man. He's always joined the shows whenever he can, and he's a funny guy, so he's a really good guy too. So take care, Crippler, and you guys take care too. Old age talk all night. So yeah, but have a good night, you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Oh, back in my day, my poor back, it hurts so much. I'm such an old man. My name is Darth Rashid.
John is a tyrant on Jeopardy. John is a tyrant on Jeopardy. John is a tyrant.
Why don't you put a show together, you lazy shit?
Giveaway.